regular season wins. Harlan's got the record of 66 from 1985 through 92. West Branch is second with a 62-game regular season winning streak from 1990 to 97. Van Meter hasn't lost a regular season game since week 1 of 2015 against Madrid, and that's very much on the line tonight against a stout Williamsburg foe. Red Oak is at West Central Valley, the Justin Williams Bowl, if you will. Former Atlantic soccer coach and ex-Riverside football coach was the assistant principal at Red Oak last year and now the principal at West Central Valley this year. Both teams off to good starts. Red Oak beat Riverside 41-0 behind 152 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns from Riley Fouts on 9 carries. Dawson Bond had a 90-yard touchdown catch along with 17 tackles in week 1. West Central Valley started with a win over North Mahaska 35-14, leading 35-zip at halftime. Ran for 258 yards with 6 different ball carriers, all having anywhere between 30 and 70 yards on the ground. We are going to move up to 3A, 4A, and 5A football when we return. First, a break here on In the Huddle on 96.5 KSOM.
Summer days mean busy days. Don't let your car trouble slow you down. Dvorak Tire and Service will help you out and keep you rolling with the best in products and service always. Quality tires from Firestone, Michelin, Goodyear, and Mitas. Need service work, tune-up? You'd hate to find out your AC doesn't work on a 90-degree day. Taylor will make sure your road trip's ready. Dvorak Tire is also your Diamond WeatherTech dealer with top-of-the-line products like floor mats, bed liners. So whether you're in need of a mechanical work, tires, or a lift kit for your truck, head to Dvorak Tire and Service in Atlantic.
This year, SWITA is offering in-town school transportation for Atlantic, Red Oak, Harlan, and Glenwood children. Parents will be able to rest easy knowing that all your children from preschoolers to teenagers will make it to school every day safely and on time. Let SWITA take kids to school for only $1.50 per child per trip. Families in Atlantic, Red Oak, Harlan, and Glenwood win with SWITA. For more information or to register your child, call 800-842-8065 today. That's in-town transportation to school for all kids in Atlantic, Harlan, Red Oak, and Glenwood. Family Dental Center with Dr. Chet Manili is your full-service dental center, providing a wide range of services from cleanings, crowns, including implant crowns, dentures, fills, acrylic partials, extractions, and for a more beautiful smile, Sure Smile aligners. Call Family Dental Center today at 243-3275. They're happy to be accepting new patients. Are you a veteran? Remember on Veterans Day, Friday, November 11th, Family Dental will be providing service for no charge to veterans who are not otherwise covered by insurance, repaying our veterans for their service. Family Dental Center in Atlantic.
Steinbeck & Sons, in the propane business since 1965. This is Jake Steinbeck. We offer full service for residential and commercial, including tank setting and line installation to the house or business. Servicing 600 plus homes in Southwest Iowa, offering keep full propane service, so you don't have to worry about running out. We also service many of the businesses around Southwest Iowa, from manufacturing to grain elevators and retail shops of all kinds, as well as many of the farms in Southwest Iowa. Call us today and find out how we can help you. 712-778-4557 or visit our website at steinbeckandsons.com.
Marnie Elkhorn is a communications and internet company, but we are a community development partner too.
Hi, this is Jill and Marlene from Marnie Elkhorn. We all want the places we live to thrive, so we work to make that happen.
Marnie Elkhorn's staff are involved in local organizations. We give to projects large and small, and we bring fiber to customers.
Ask about our community grants and scholarships too. Marnie Elkhorn, your local connection.
When you're in the market for a vehicle, you want to stick with people who care about you, the customer. Lyman Auto's top priority is putting your family in a safe, reliable vehicle. That's why everything on the lot goes through Scent Repair for inspection. Issues are cared for, and a 30-day, 3,000-mile warranty is included. The complete inventory is on the website lymanauto.com, or go for a drive through the lot and give them a call. Remember, if you don't see what you're looking for, they'll find it for you. Lyman Auto, a short drive for the best service from the people you can trust.
Time flies when you're having fun, and that's what we do every Friday night here on In the Huddle. And, man, would you look at that? We're into our final segment here before we hear from St. Albert head coach Jake Driver coming up, and he'll be followed by Riverside headman Daryl Frayne previewing our Riverside St. Albert football game. We'll have for you on KSOM kicking off at 7 o'clock. Todd Blagman will join me for the coverage from Riverside. WesternIowaToday.com is where you can watch the video of that matchup. KS95 tonight, airing Atlantic's game against Kemper Catholic, the Trojans and the Knights. They've had some pretty good ones in recent years. It typically has been close. Tom Robinson, Perry Fief, and Kevin Ferguson will provide coverage for you from Atlantic this evening. 95.7 FM on the radio. WesternIowaToday.com for the video. In Class 3A, 4A, and 5A games tonight, it's Grinnell at Harlan, Creston at Winterset. ADM travels to Ballard. Carroll will host Gilbert. Abraham Lincoln opposes Denison Schleswig. Thomas Jefferson greets Omaha South. Glenwood at Indianola. And Lewis Central, Titans off to a hot start. They'll be at Carlisle. Well, Creston at Winterset matchup. Creston beat Clarinda 28-12 in Week 1. Junior Brennan Hayes, 228 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns on 19 carries. Quarterback Kyle Strider went for 169 yards through the air and 90 yards on the ground. Brendan Briley had 4 catches for 101 yards and a touchdown. Winterset's an interesting team. They made the Dome last year, first time in several years, finished 9-3. Well, this year they're already 0-2. They played in Week 0 and in Week 1, of course, and lost both of those, starting off with losses against Carlisle and Ballard. Tom, let's go to you with this look at Harlan hosting Grinnell.
Second-rated Harlan returns home this week after the Battle of the Champions game in Lewis Central on August 25th. The Titans won the game 30-27. Now the Cyclones return home this week to face Grinnell. Harlan head coach Todd Blatt says both teams will benefit from the game. They made some corrections, and now the focus is on Grinnell, shut out by Benton 35-0 last week.
They struggled a little offensively from what I could see on tape. They had a young sophomore kid playing quarterback, and I think he was about, I don't know, he had to be about 30% maybe passing. Didn't throw the ball a whole lot, but I think they're going to try to find their way here with the young guy going in there, and I think he might have been a little starstruck right away, but that's going to kind of wear off as he gets more experience and more reps.
Todd Blatt reflected in the 90s that many Harlan teams suffered a loss and went on to win championships. He notes the loss last week to Lewis Central certainly does not define them as a team. Instead, it's just about finding the focus and moving on.
If you let it define you, it could be a negative thing, but if you learn from it and use it to better yourself, then you can have some good things come from unfortunate then.
Coach Blatt says the emphasis this week is playing good football and trusting each other.
And that's one of our big points from last week when we made our mistakes. It was usually that we didn't either didn't get our job done or didn't trust the guy next to us to do their job. So we're trying to build a little bit more trust within the players so that we can have a little bit more efficiency on the field.
Last week, Cyclone quarterback Tegan Kasperbauer completed 14 of 32 passes for 219 yards and 2 touchdowns. Iowa commit Aiden Hall caught 7 passes for 78 yards and carried the ball thrice for 73 yards. Matthew Sorfenden led the Cyclones with 6 tackles. Harlan's kicking game is in good hands. Stephen Linen averaged nearly 40 yards per punt in 4 tries and close to 60 yards per kickoff with 3 touchbacks. Bennett?
ADM is at Ballard. ADM's got some playmakers. Running back Brevin Dahl, great speed, 21 carries, 167 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a 43-14 win over Gilbert last week. Quarterback Aiden Flora added 139 yards passing and 150 rushing. Gilbert at Carroll. Carroll High down Denison Schleswig 28-0 in their opener. Sophomore Reese Ziegman, 148 yards on 11 carries. Lewis Central at Carlisle. You saw the Titans last Thursday. Man, were they impressive with their cast of weapons on offense. And that was even without their starting running back, Jonathan Humple, who will be a big-time playmaker once he returns fully healthy from an early season ankle injury. Coming up when we return, we're going to talk with Jake Driver. He's the head coach for the St. Albert football team. They kind of let one slip away last week against Trainer, see if they can right some wrongs this week with some more game experience under their belt. Riverside 0-1 after a loss to Red Oak in Week 1, but Coach Darryl Frayne says they did do some things pretty well in that opener. We'll hear from those two head coaches coming up on 96.5 KSOM.
Playing your kind of country. 96.5 KSOM, Audubon, Atlantic, Red Oak, Harlan.
When you're always on the go, you need to depend on a fuel company that will make sure you can keep on the go without waiting on fuel. That company is Olson Fuel Supply, the Keep You Going company. Whether you need red diesel, over-the-road fuel, a tank to store it, bulk dep additive, or propane, Olson Fuel Supply is here for farmers. With bulk rates and dependable service, Olson Fuel Supply is your agricultural partner when it comes to your fuel needs. For more information on rates or to schedule delivery, call Olson Fuel Supply at 712-243-2340.
Not all Enlist soybeans are created equal. High-yielding genetics, a superior disease package, and herbicide flexibility are all keys to maximizing your yield potential. Steinbeck Seeds have chosen to partner with a brand that delivers all three. Introducing the all-new Gold Series Enlist soybeans from Golden Harvest. A product of over 50 years of continuous soybean breeding, Gold Series offers a full lineup of exclusive Enlist soybean genetics. The trait package you want with the defense package you need, all in genetics you can't find anywhere else. Give us a call at Steinbeck & Sons, and let's put Gold Series Enlist soybeans to work for you.
Are you looking for more than a job? Would you like a career where advancement opportunities abound? Then look no further than Menards Distribution in Shelby. They're looking for second shift warehouse and production workers. They offer a starting wage for second shift at $24.05 an hour. Plus, they do all of their promoting from within. Apply now at menards.com/careers or stop by just off I-80 exit 34. Great pay, great benefits, great opportunities at Menards. An equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
Save big money at Menards.
John here from Atlantic IV. I just wanted to thank Atlantic and the surrounding communities for allowing us to serve your meat, grocery, floral, and pharmacy needs. You can be sure that we are working hard looking for deals to save you money on your groceries and at the pump. Thanks again from all of us here at your Atlantic IV for allowing us to serve your meat, grocery, floral, and pharmacy needs. And we'll see you soon.
Summer days mean busy days. Don't let your car trouble slow you down. DeVore Tire and Service will help you out and keep you rolling with the best in products and service always. Quality tires from Firestone, Michelin, Goodyear, and Mitas. Need service work? Tune up? You'd hate to find out your AC doesn't work on a 90-degree day. Taylor will make sure your road trip's ready. DeVore Tire is also your Diamond WeatherTech dealer with top-of-the-line products like floor mats, bed liners. So whether you're in need of a mechanical work, tires, or a lift kit for your truck, head to DeVore Tire and Service in Atlantic.
Stop by Bearings Plus in Atlantic for all your ag and industrial parts. Bearings Plus has a large selection of bearings, seals, belts, pulleys, chain, and sprockets. Darren Monk at Bearings Plus has over 25 years of experience in the business. So whatever parts you need to get the job done, Darren can help you. Bearings Plus carries bearings, seals, belts, pulleys, chain sprockets, and much more. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call 250-8582. Bearings Plus, one block west of the Olive Street Station on 3rd Street in Atlantic.
Jake Driver joins us, head coach for the St. Albert football team, taking on Riverside in week number 2. Coach, looked like a tough loss for you guys the way it shook out last week to Trainer, but what were some of the main things you took away from that contest against the Cardinals?
You know, I got to tip our hats to Trainer and their staff and their team. They've got a nice ball club. Kind of what we took away from it is that we made a lot of first game jitter mistakes for a lot of young guys that haven't played a lot of football. You know, a lot of our mistakes were not physical. They were mental and an ability to make some adjustments and move some people around and do some things that allow us to be more successful down the road. I think is the biggest thing that we took away from it. Our kids played a lot of heart, a lot of passion, a lot of intensity. So those are things that you can't teach, and those are good things that we accomplished. So
there's no doubt Brendan Monahan and his speed are going to allow him to excel. But what are some areas you're going to try and get him involved to be able to lead you to some good things here this season, and especially this Friday night against Riverside?
You know, he's a special player. You know, we were down another tailback for us that's going to give us some help to allow us to move Brendan around and do some things in the passing game and put him in some slot and do some things like that with us. You know, everybody knows that he's got to touch the ball for us, and we're hoping some of our other weapons can come through coming forward. So,
who are some of those other weapons that look to complement him and maybe take a little bit of the burden off his shoulders?
we've got another tailback that was injured a little bit. That's played a lot of football for us. Seems like he always gets a little bit of injury bug early in years. Sam Goobels, he plays some wide receiver for us, plays some linebacker, plays some running back, and he's going to be a guy that kind of fills in for Brendan Monahan. And then I've got to do a better job calling plays and getting John Helton involved in the run game as well. And then we've got a nice fullback that their H-back. He plays fullback for us, probably H-back the next level. Tony Bush, who's a big, strong, fast, athletic kid that is going to have to make some plays for us in order for us to move the ball and be consistent.
Riverside is a team that graduated a lot, but still hoping to piece some things together and maintain a competitive football squad this season. What's your take on the Bulldogs?
Coach Frayne does a great job over there. I was a longtime wrestling coach here, and I watched what he did when he was at Creston, and had a lot of admiration for him. And his thing is that his teams are always well coached. They're physical up front, and they do a lot of things well. And what I mean by that is that they can, if you struggle in the run game, they're going to run the football. If you do some things in the pass game not real well, then they're going to take advantage of that. So they do a real good job of attacking you where you're weak, and Coach Frayne does a great job out there. So,
Coach, big picture wise, what are some of the goals? You've got a talented group this year. What are some things you're hoping to accomplish?
We talk about it every year. It doesn't matter if you finish 1-7 or you're an undefeated state champion. Our goal the next year is to make the playoffs. We want to do that. We want to get back into the playoff hunt again and do that. I always tell our kids, if you make the playoffs, everybody's got a chance from there, and let the chips fall where they may. And people talk big picture about the dome and all those things, but we just want to make the playoffs and give ourselves an opportunity to play in those games to get there. So,
good to talk to you, Coach. I appreciate your time.
I really appreciate all the coverage, and should be a good one on Friday.
We're looking forward to it. That's Jake Driver, head coach for St. Albert. We'll be back with Daryl Frayne, head man for the Riverside Bulldogs. Coach Frayne joins us next.
From the routine to the unexpected, count on Service Master by Rice to help restore peace of mind. Whether it's a home or business affected by fire, smoke, water, or mold damage, we offer emergency services 24/7, 365, and we work hand in hand with all insurance companies. Or if you need your carpets, hard surface floors, or upholstery cleaned, think Service Master by Rice. To set up services, call 243-5373. Service Master by Rice serves all of Southwest Iowa.
Take your bathroom from ho-hum to hot diggity. Interior Touch is the newest Onyx dealer in Atlantic. You'll find all the bathroom and shower accessories to make your bathroom one of a kind. The professionals at Interior Touch will help you find exactly what you're looking for. And to ensure perfection, their experts will come to your home for the exact measurements. Don't take it from me. You'll have to see all the Onyx products Interior Touch has to offer. Open Mondays through Saturdays at 407 Chestnut Street in downtown Atlantic. Interior Touch, inspiring homes.
Do you check with your insurance agent to make sure you're getting the coverage you need or saving money regularly? If not, United Group Insurance offers free policy reviews and quotes to prevent you from overpaying and putting yourself at unnecessary risk. UGI offers home, auto, life, health, business, farm, and crop insurance from trusted providers like Auto Owners Insurance. Compare a free Auto Owners Insurance quote to your current policy. Call United Group Insurance. People you know, people you trust. 243-6557.
At Minden Meat Market and Hodges Smokehouse Catering, we're huddling up our love for feeding crowds and selling high-quality meats in a business that does it all. We're committed to providing service that's as friendly and honest as our small-town community, sourcing only the best meats and produce. You'll score big with high-quality food for all your catering and cooking plans. Minden Meat Market and Hodges Smokehouse love providing Southwest Iowa communities with food that will leave them feeling happy and satisfied. Get in the huddle with Minden Meat Market and Hodges Smokehouse Catering to score today.
This is a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup sound experiment. We're looking to find the perfect way to hear Reese's so you'll buy more of them. Here we go. Reese's. 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 Hey, get out of here, you little stinker. Reese's.
Reese's. Reese's.
peanut butter cups. That breathy one sounded very creepy, am I right?
The Labor Day event from Dell Technologies is here. End the summer strong by starting up the pursuit of your passions. This fresh season begins with up to $300 off top-rated laptops like the XPS computers, taking performance to the next level with 12th Gen Intel Core processors. It's time to bring what's in your mind out into the world. What's next for you? Upgrade today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Today, watching TV using a streaming service is a popular way to watch programs for many.
This is Marlene and Jill from Marnie Elkhorn. To have the best streaming experience, you need the best internet. Marnie Elkhorn Internet.
Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, and many others allow you to watch what you want, when you want, using your smart TV and Marnie Elkhorn Internet.
Contact us with questions. We're here to help.
Marnie Elkhorn, your local connection.
Family Dental Center with Dr. Chet Manili is your full-service dental center, providing a wide range of services from cleanings, crowns, including implant crowns, dentures, fills, acrylic partials, extractions, and for a more beautiful smile, Sure Smile aligners. Call Family Dental Center today at 243-3275. They're happy to be accepting new patients. Are you a veteran? Remember on Veterans Day, Friday, November 11th, Family Dental will be providing service for no charge to veterans who are not otherwise covered by insurance, repaying our veterans for their service. Family Dental Center in Atlantic.
Daryl Frayne is with us now. Football squad off a loss to what right now I think most people believe would be a pretty good Red Oak team last week. Were there some positives that you did have to take away from that setback a week ago?
Yeah, we did have some positives. You look at the score and you might not think there were a whole lot of them, but we did have some kids that stepped up. Grady Jepson, after having limited time as a practice part, and going, and then came in and did a pretty good job at quarterback. Had some nice completions and ran the offense as well. Freshman Jackson Gordon at running back for us did a very good job. First time getting used to game speed might have been a little challenging, but as the game went on, he got better. And then one of our linemen that stood out was John Alf. I mean, all those three had good games. We just got to get a few more around them to step up so we have a chance to win some games down the road.
It sounded like you had a lot of position battles coming into the season. Did some people kind of solidify some spots from their week one performances?
Yeah, on the most part, our guys pretty much know offensively anyway. We know where everybody's going to be from now on. Defensively, there's still some spots up. We're trying to find 11 guys that want to run to the ball and make tackles and fly around. We can live with mistakes right now. We just got to get more aggressive on defense.
Who are some of the people that are getting the job done defensively and playing aggressive the way you want to see?
We came in and we started 3 freshmen who were playing both ways, and 2 of them, like I said, they made some mistakes along the way. Wyatt Bell, as a freshman on the D line, did pretty darn well for us, and let John Elf again did well for us on the back end. As corner and safety, Aiden Slide has had a good game for us. Those guys are doing the job for us. We just need, like I said before, we just need to have 11 on the field running around and getting excited and making plays.
St. Albert had a game that came right down to the wire a week ago. And what are some of the things that strike you about this Falcon team?
Yeah, they return about everybody. If you watch on tape, they definitely were probably, in my opinion, a better team between them and Trainer. But things just didn't work out, and they came up with the loss. But Monahan, one of the state fastest runners, is playing tailback for them, and they just go straight power eye and have the fullback come and just blast you through. So we'll have to control the line of scrimmage maybe a little bit and hopefully have a chance to contain him, because if he gets out, there's nobody on our team that can catch him.
Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck this week.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Daryl Frayne, head man for Riverside. More pregame coverage coming up when we return on KSOM.
The dog days of summer are now upon us. Not a good time to find out your AC is in need of repair. If your vehicle's air conditioning system doesn't seem to be keeping up, call 2nd Street Auto and Transmission in Atlantic. Scott and the guys will do a full inspection to find the issues and do what it takes to keep you cool all summer long. Don't spend your summer with the windows down. Be cool. Call 2nd Street Auto and Transmission today at 243-2203. That's 712-243-2203. 2nd Street Auto and Transmission, west of 2nd Street in Atlantic.
John here from Atlantic IV. I just wanted to thank Atlantic and the surrounding communities for allowing us to serve your meat, grocery, floral, and pharmacy needs. You can be sure that we are working hard looking for deals to save you money on your groceries and at the pump. Thanks again from all of us here at your Atlantic IV for allowing us to serve your meat, grocery, floral, and pharmacy needs. And we'll see you soon.
Are you looking for more than a job? Would you like a career where advancement opportunities abound? Then look no further than Menards Distribution in Shelby. They're looking for second shift warehouse and production workers. They offer a starting wage for second shift at $24.05 an hour. Plus, they do all of their promoting from within. Apply now at menards.com/careers or stop by just off I-80 exit 34. Great pay, great benefits, great opportunities at Menards. An equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
Save big money at Menards.
New Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans are here.
These varieties feature exclusive genetics and high-demand trait platforms like Enlist 3 soybeans and Extend Flex soybeans.
Golden Harvest is setting a new standard for soybean performance and yield potential by listening to farmers and investing in research and development of a portfolio that puts their yield potential first.
To learn more about the Gold Series lineup, contact Mike at 712-779-0030 or McCade at 712-590-0074.
Meredith Communications proudly presents live coverage of high school sports on Southwest Iowa's sports superstation, KSOM.
High school football is on the air from Oakland. Riverside is hosting St. Albert. Joined by Todd Plagman, Bennett Blake on KSOM. Video stream up and running at westerniowatoday.com. A couple of 0-1 football teams that hope to put in a competitive season are going at it tonight. Riverside coming off their first win over St. Albert in several years, a season ago. And St. Albert led by talented star, speedy running back Brendan Monahan. A lot of impressive personnel on these two teams. Todd, you're very familiar with both groups. What do you think about the matchup tonight?
I think we're going to have ourselves a pretty good game here. Like always, I think it's going to be one here in the trenches, see if these boys fire off the ball, and whoever gets those blocks and creates that hole.
Starting lineups are going to be brought to us by UGI, delivering insurance and risk management solutions in Atlantic. We'll bring you the starting lineups after this from UGI.
United Group Insurance. People you know and people you trust. Because we are local in Southwest Iowa with offices in Red Oak, Atlantic, Griswold, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents will find the perfect policy for your needs from the wide variety of carriers that we work with. We offer policies for home, auto, life, farm, health, and commercial with vast experience in both hail and crop insurance. Learn more at unitedgroupins.com today.
Audubon has been partnering with Southwest Iowa farmers to provide superior service and knowledge on all of their chemical, seed, and fertilizer needs. Great products are made greater through Hoist Distributing's hard work and attention to detail, promoting sustainable yields and plant growth, helping agriculture do what it does best. Grow. From chemical, seed, fertilizer to soil sampling, aerial application, crop scouting, and planting, as well as a premier precision planting dealer. Quality products and service you can trust. Hoist Distributing in Audubon, 712-563-3030.
Thanks to UGI for sponsoring our starting lineups, delivering insurance and risk management solutions in Atlantic. That's UGI. Riverside offensively, Grady Jepson is a quarterback, a 6'3", 175-pound junior who completed 17 of 31 passes last week for 160 yards. Jackson Gordon, freshman, starting running back, 5'11", 160 pounds. He ran for 45 yards last week on 14 carries. Kyler Reekin is a fullback, a 6', 155-pound junior. The wide receivers are Aiden Solias and Aiden Bell. Solias at 6', 145. Bell, 6', 180. Both are seniors. And the tight end is a senior. That's Nick Hughes, 5'10", 175 pounds. On the offensive line in the middle, Nathan Messerschmidt. He's got the most bulk up front. The 5'10", 250-pound senior is the center. The guards are John Alf and Brody Zimmerman. Alf is 6'2", 210 pounds, and a senior. Brody Zimmerman is a 6 foot, 165-pound senior. The tackles, they've got a freshman and a senior in that group. Wyatt Bell on one side, 5'10", 210-pound freshman. J.J. Wilson on the other side at tackle, 6'2", 185-pound senior. For St. Albert defensively, 4 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers, Tony Bush, David Helton, Cale Hobbs, and Jaden Beckman up front. The linebacking core of Brendan Monahan, Brandon McCall, Luke Anderson, and Matthew Holliday. And the defensive backfield, Luke Wettengel, Parker Heisterkamp, and Cole Hobbs. The St. Albert offense is led by running back Brendan Monahan, who had 27 carries for 258 yards and 2 touchdowns in a Week 1 setback to trainer. Monahan's a 6'1", 195-pound senior, and he is a state track medalist last spring. He'll be the go-to guy for the Falcons. The quarterback is a sophomore, 6 foot, 175-pounder Owen Marshall. Only passed 7 times a week ago, completed 4 of those for 78 yards. At fullback, Tony Bush, a good-sized athlete at 6'1", 205. He's a junior. The wide receivers are John Helton and Luke Wettengel. Helton's 5'6", 160 pounds, a senior. Wettengel's a 6'5", 185-pound junior. At tight end, Brandon McCall, 5'11", 220-pound junior. On the offensive line for St. Albert, David Helton, 5'8", 180-pound senior. Cale Hobbs, a senior at 6 foot, 205. Jaden Beckman, a 5'11", 230-pound sophomore. Gavin Somerville, 6'2", 225-pound senior. And they also start a freshman on the offensive line. That's Sawyer Sheffield, 5'10", 185 pounds. Riverside's defense, they run 3 down linemen and 5 linebackers. Nathan Messerschmidt, the nose guard, at 5'10", 250. Defensive ends are John Alf and Wyatt Bell. On the linebacking core, J.J. Wilson, Brody Zimmerman, and Jackson Gordon in the middle. Wilson and Zimmerman, both multi-year starters, each had 4 tackles a week ago. The outside linebackers are Kyler Reekin and Taven Moore. Cornerbacks, Aiden Bell and Aiden Salias. The safety is a freshman. That's Landon Schoenrock, 5'9", 140 pounds. He's one of 3 freshmen on that starting defense for Riverside. Starting lineups brought to us by UGI, delivering insurance and risk management solutions in Atlantic. Back with more on the pregame next.
At United. You see us at the grocery store, at church, or at the homecoming game. This is Mandy from Brocker Kinds of Carns. You don't always think about your insurance coverage, but it's nice to be reminded that the people helping you to protect you are right here in your community. We can offer you great coverage and excellent customer service with competitive rates from Auto Owners Insurance. Can you say that about some online, no-name, 1-800 number insurance company? Brocker Kinds of Carns, representing Auto Owners Insurance with offices in Atlantic, Anita, Walnut, Avoca, Exira, Greenfield, and Council Bluffs.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
Alongside former Riverside standout Todd Plagman, I'm Bennett Blake in Oakland tonight as we get set to bring you Riverside and St. Albert. Todd, you've got a pulse on this Bulldog program. What's the thought? What's the expectation for them this season?
The expectation's good. We lost some really good players here last year. We got some young kids coming in, making a name for themselves. I'll be watching Jackson Gordon out there. He's going to be a Bulldog here coming up. Brody Zimmerman on that defensive side, and Nathan Messerschmidt. Watch them. Another exciting player for us is Grady Jepson. He's a multi-sport athlete. He's got a heck of an arm, and he's lanky. He can get out there and run and move. So I'm pretty excited to see him go. I know they had a rough go last week, but keeping their heads up, firing off the ball, I think we got ourselves a good opportunity here.
We're going to take a 1-minute timeout here on the pregame. Back with more coverage from Riverside right after this on KSOM.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, Ref!
That's simple human sense.
Call Community Insurance in Onapin at 712-563-4422 or stop in at their new location in the Depot Building at 405 Market Street in Onapin.
We're excited to welcome you into the new Cass Health. We've redesigned with you in mind, so you and your family feel welcomed and cared for in an environment that reflects the expert care you expect. Change is a part of life. It's how we go from good to great. And growth is a beautiful thing. One thing that will never change. The kind, helpful people behind it all, because we are neighbors caring for neighbors.
Today.com, Riverside and St. Albert, the matchup here in this one. Taking a look at some numbers from a week ago, Riverside, they were a little bit limited offensively. They had Grady Jepson. He threw for 160 yards but tossed 2 turnovers. It's his first year playing quarterback. He's been a varsity player at wide receiver in the past. Coach Frayne did say he did a good job running the offense. It was Jackson Gordon running for 45 yards, and also he made a handful of catches for 49 yards, so almost 100 yards from scrimmage for Gordon in his debut, the freshman. Kyler Reekin had a carry for 9 yards. Aiden Salias had 7 receptions for 59 yards, so he was the go-to guy for Jepson when they looked to pass. Aiden Bell, 2 catches for 28 yards a week ago. Garrett Huff caught 2 passes for 11 yards. Hayden Hensley caught 1 for 13. And Taven Moore was pretty involved coming in as a reserve offensively with 5 attempts for 35 yards last week. For St. Albert, they were led by Brendan Monahan's 258 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns a week ago. He also had a 40-yard reception, so he was nearly 300 yards from scrimmage. Owen Marshall completed 4 of 7 passes for 78 yards. The majority of those were to Tony Bush, who tallied 49 yards receiving. We're going to have the national anthem. It's brought to us by Conductix Wampler, moving your business by supplying energy and data of any kind.
Why look for just a job when you can start a successful career now at Conductix Wampler in Harlan? They are hiring for several full-time positions like a sheet metal lead, assembly, a purchasing agent, and a commodity manager. Great pay and great benefits. Start your new career with a company that promises to keep their employees safe in an honest and caring environment. Apply for your career now at conductix.us. Conductix Wampler is hiring for several full-time positions. Apply today. Conductix Wampler at 1605 Industrial Parkway in Harlan is an equal opportunity employer. Why look for just a job when you can start a successful career now at Conductic Swampler in Harlan? Why look for just a job when you can start a successful career now at Conductic Swampler in Harlan? They are hiring for several full-time positions like a sheet metal lead, assembly, a purchasing agent, and a commodity manager. Great pay and great benefits. Start your new career with a company that promises to keep their employees safe in an honest and caring environment. Apply for your career now at conductix.us. Conductic Swampler is hiring for several full-time positions. Apply today. Conductic Swampler at 1605 Industrial Parkway in Harlan is an equal opportunity employer. Been providing quality welding and fabrication in
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
Call Community Insurance in Onapin at 712-563-4422 or stop in at their new location in the Depot Building at 405 Market Street in Onapin.
Change St. Albert at a non-district matchup. Video stream at westerniowatoday.com. We've also got a video of Atlantic's football game as they take on Kemper Catholic at Trojan Bowl. Tom Robinson, Perry Fief, and Kevin Ferguson on the coverage of that one, 95.7 FM to catch it on the radio. Along with me here tonight is Todd Plagman, and here's the part where we tell you the coaches say you make the most improvement from week 1 to week 2, so we expect the best out of you too. No more rookie mistakes on the air here.
No, that's right. We won't make any more.
Now, we've been happy to have you with us here the last couple of games. Got 2 week 1 matchups under our belt with Harlan Lewis Central last Thursday. Last Friday night was Exira EHK Griswold. And here we are tonight for Riverside and St. Albert. The broadcast calendar next week will have a little bit more 8-man action for you. Defending state champion Cam Cougars will oppose West Harrison in what figures to be a couple of the top teams in that 8-player District 10 this season. Broadcast tonight brought to us by Brumley Supplies, Mertz Welding, Hometown Insurance in Oakland, Minden Meat Market, Stein Seed. Stein has yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative. 2nd Street Auto, tow it, know it before you blow it. 2nd Street Auto in Atlantic. Rancho Grande, authentic Mexican food on West 7th Street in Atlantic. One more thing, Todd, before the game gets kicked off. I want to touch on the 2 head coaches here. Jake Driver, he's done a great job at St. Albert, and Darryl Frayne at Riverside has really turned this program around from where it was 3 to 4 years ago before he came.
Yeah, nothing but good things to say about both of those coaches. In particular here, Darryl Frayne's done a fantastic job here, getting everybody back motivated in and being really a competitive team again here at Riverside.
St. Albert coming off a 21-17 loss to Trainer last week. Coach Frayne told us in looking at the film and preparing for the Falcons that in his opinion they were the better team for the vast majority of that game, but just had some things go against them, kind of some week 1 stuff, some young stuff that they weren't able to come out on top. As for Riverside, they're coming off a 41-0 loss to Red Oak, but Red Oak is a team that has a lot of seniors that have played for 3 or 4 years on the varsity level, and they're pretty excited about what they're going to do this season. So perhaps by the end of the year, that 41-0 setback to the Tigers last week isn't going to look too bad.
Yep, early in the season here, there's always those errors that make, and like you said, we're going to see a lot of improvements here tonight from both squads. I'm pretty excited about the start of this game. Riverside
will kick off to start the contest, and St. Albert will return, working left to right. Aiden Salias will kick it away for the Bulldogs. Brendan Monahan back there to return for St. Albert, or excuse me, he's one of the up backs. They've also got a couple of other guys back deep there, so we'll see what they decide to do on this kickoff from Salias.
That's going to be one to watch here. Monahan's going to be one to watch. Very quick, very explosive athlete.
Kickoff is loose. St. Albert scurrying after it as it was popped up towards the far sideline on a short kick, recovered at the 34 by the Falcons. Out of the grasp initially, but they get back on it before the Bulldogs could get down there and fight it away out of the scrum.
Well, as we get started here, I just want to let everybody know I did win the 40-yard dash this week right before the game, in case you were wondering. So got that out of the way.
Next week we'll do I don't know, what do you want to do?
Probably
Step
50.
up to 800? Go right to a mile? I might get you in a distance race.
You probably would.
1st and 10 for St. Albert. Marshall, the sophomore quarterback under center, keeps it himself left side and is buried in the backfield for a loss of 2.
And that great defensive effort there by Nathan Messerschmidt, just coming off that ball and flowing right with where that linebacker goes. If Riverside's going to have success here tonight, they're going to have to stop this run from Monahan's. He's a very talented athlete, very explosive. If he gets outside, it could get interesting.
They lost one. It's 2nd and 11. They'd sent Monahan in motion to the right, trying to attract the defense's attention there. Ran it left, but Riverside makes a stop in the backfield. 2nd and 11, I formation. Toss right side to Monahan. Trying to turn the corner, and he's going to get a crease on the right side. He takes it across the 40 to the 45 and brought down at the 47-yard line. Gains 14 on the run, 1st and 10.
And that's exactly what we were talking about there. He got out there. It looks like Brody Zimmerman came up to try to make it. St. Albert's offensive line had a good block on him, come down to close that, and boom, we got ourselves first down.
Approaching the midfield is St. Albert as Monahan runs for 14 on his first attempt, the 6'1", 195-pound senior. They used him at quarterback some last year, more as a running back this year with the emergence of Marshall as the signal caller. Little bootleg to the left, pressure, reversing back to the right, flip it ahead to Monahan, complete and out of bounds at the 47-yard line as well. They'll mark it. It looked like it was going to be a negative play. They end up gaining about 6.
Wow. Marshall there had a heck of a play there. I think he's been watching a little bit of Mahomes.
Oh, underhand flip under pressure as Riverside had it blown up in the backfield, but Marshall able to make a play and completes his first pass attempt on the night, gaining 5 yards. Monahan on the reception. Took it to the 47 of Riverside, 2nd and 5. Marshall under center. Straight ISO handoff up the middle, not much room to run, as it's going to be a gain of just a couple of yards. Alf on the tackle for the defensive line of Riverside.
Yeah, it's just a nice little good gut play here. I'd be watching here for St. Albert's to try to swing something over to the far side of the field, stretch it out. That'd be what I'd be looking for.
That was Sam Goebbels on the carry. He didn't see in action a week ago, but he's back healthy tonight, and they're looking forward to giving a little bit more balance offensively with Goebbels a chance to put Monahan out at a wide receiver and Goebbels in the backfield. That's what they've got here. On 3rd and very short, Marshall will give to Goebbels straight ahead, runs into a crowd, but he's going to push forward and get the first down, gains a couple, just shy of the 40.
That's good football on both sides there. St. Albert's offensive line is firing off that ball, and they're currently dominating this last couple plays.
So 1st and 10 for St. Albert on the ground. Goebbels has had the last 2 carries, and they move the chains, converting on a 3rd down situation. At the 41 of Riverside, Bulldog defense out there with Nathan Messerschmidt, John Alf, and Wyatt Bell on the front line. 5 linebackers behind him. Here's a handoff left side to Monahan. He's got that speed, accelerates, and is going to be brought down into an open field tackle made by Aiden Bell, 5 yards downfield.
And I think we're going to see a lot of this out of St. Albert's, coming up right and left, trying to run that outside that tackle or inside that tackle between tackle and guard, and well-executed play again.
8:55 to go first quarter. Nothing on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Seed Pros, by your side to maximize yields from the word go. Your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Ventagger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson. St. Albert moving it well on their first possession, and now a timeout is going to be called. The official stops it here. Actually, not a timeout. They've got Monahan's knee pads are up too high is what it looked like he was telling them, so they stopped it, and they'll go right into the play without huddling up again. 8:41 to go here in the first quarter. Play action pass, rolling right, pressure by Alf. He can't quite get to Marshall. The throw is a little bit high, intended for his tight end, for the wide receiver Luke Wettengel, the 6'5" target on the near side, incomplete.
Marshall had a really good rollout there. He was able to handle the pressure. Shot him a little bit high. That's going to happen here early in the season. Well-designed play here by St. Albert's. On the flip side of that, well covered here by Riverside.
Alf was reaching out, trying to stretch the arms and grab the back of the jersey of Marshall, but he was able to get the pass away, incomplete, and it's 3rd and 5 from the 35 of Riverside. See if the Bulldogs can come up with a third down stop here in what could be 4-down territory for St. Albert. You shift a man and two guys in motion to the left, a tight end to the left and a wide receiver left side is Helton out there. Give us to the fullback, Tony Bush. Nice cut, and he accelerates into the second level, able to pick up the first down and then some. Takes it all the way to the 23.
And there's that fullback again. We don't see him used very often, but we've been seeing him used quite a bit this year so far.
Bush, 6'1", 205-pound junior, who darted out to the left side, turned it north and south, got across the 25 to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for St. Albert. They convert again on third down. It's 2 third-down conversions on this possession. Mostly on the ground. They have completed one pass for 5 yards. ISO handoff right side, and bottled up is Monahan. He's slung down, leading the charge. J.J. Wilson was in on that, among others, for the St. Albert defense. Looked like Jet Rose as well playing some linebacker now.
Yeah, they had that sniffed out. I mean, there was 6-7 guys on that. Well, good defense there.
Dropped him all the way back to the 26-yard line, losing 3. So Monahan goes for negative yardage on that carry. Those linebackers flowed downhill. 2nd and long for St. Albert, opening possession of the game. They've almost taken 5 minutes off the clock. Marshall under center. Takes a snap, hands off left. This is Goebbels on the carry, spins around and is taken down at the 20-yard line, a run of 7 yards on the play.
And Riverside's going to have to plug that gap if they're going to have success. And if I'm St. Albert's, I'm going to keep running that play right up the gut there.
Not a lot of teams that will run a 3-down lineman approach.
No, we got a lot of athletic linebackers here, but see what happens.
3rd and 6 for St. Albert. See if they can convert on another third down. The call shifts off to the left side, as does Helton, the wide receiver. The give to the fullback Bush, and he's not going to get there. He's going to be stopped pretty much right in his tracks, powered across the 20 and down at the 19, only getting a yard or 2 on the play. 4th down.
I'll tell you what, he ran that hard, though. I know he didn't get a whole lot out of that, but that kid's, big and strong and running hard tonight. So watch for him to pop one here again.
Certainly has the look of a guy who might be a little bit more featured back if he was in a backfield that didn't include the likes of Monahan with all the talent he possesses back there. 4th and 6 for St. Albert, and a tired equipment situation. The white hat is going to send Wettengill to the sideline. Or excuse me, that's Luke Anderson. You got to pull down the pants a little bit farther because it's the knee pad not covering the knee.
Well, it's the safety thing and it's the rule.
So Luke Wettengill will come in place of Anderson here on this big 4th down. Can Riverside's defense get a stop in the Hoist Distributing Channel Seeds red zone? Toss
right there,
side to Monahan.
right there.
And a nice open field tackle is made as Riverside gets the stop from Landon Schoenrock. Freshman safety came up and made the play.
Wow, he came up and he looked like he's been doing that for a while, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, some pretty exciting young players for Riverside, freshmen and sophomores that are going to be making an impact here this season. And Schoenrock, the safety, with a big early tackle to stop Monahan at the 20, lost a yard, and a turnover on downs after a good drive. And it stalls out in the Hoist Distributing Channel Seeds red zone, your precision planting and channel seed dealer in Audubon. Give Chad a call today at 712-304-0487. Now we see the Riverside offense for the first time after St. Albert took over half the first quarter clock off the board with no points coming out of it. Moore shifts in motion to the left side. Give to Gordon on the left side. He stopped in the backfield for a loss. Met at the 19, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I saw some pretty good athleticism out of St. Albert's right there. Riverside's offensive line is going to have to do a little bit better than that if we're going to try to run the ball.
Cale Hobbs, David Helton, a couple of the defensive linemen with some penetration that blew that play up. 2nd and 11 for the Bulldogs. 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless game on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Grady Jepson, promising athlete in a number of sports, is the starting quarterback. He's going to hand off left side to Reekin, and he's dropped in the backfield again. St. Albert, kind of the same group there. Hobbs and Helton in on the hit. Loss of another yard. 3rd and long.
Yep, St. Albert's is shedding those blocks pretty good, getting right up the backfield, making a real good tackle.
Kyler Rieken on the carry there, going nowhere. 3rd and 11 for the Bulldogs. Backed up in a 3rd and long situation right away. Jepson has 2 wide receivers either side, with the lone back being Taven Moore. Looking left is Jepson, complete. And Wyatt Huff going to try and make some yards after the catch. I think he got enough for a first down right near the 30-yard line. It's going to be very close. It is a 1st and 10. A 12-yard hookup.
And Grady Jepson's a heck of an all-sport athlete here. It was a great pass right over the corner, well read, well executed.
Garrett Huff, who had a couple of catches for 11 yards last week, has his first catch tonight go for 12 yards and a first down. 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Nothing on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Riverside with a big 3rd down conversion. Simple curl route, and making the run after the catch to keep the offense on the field was Huff. On a jet sweep right side, Rieken has nowhere to go. He's dropped in the backfield for a loss of a yard.
And this St. Albert's defense is just playing nasty right now. They're not allowing anything to be ran up the middle. Or outside. I mean, they're sniffing it out. They're committed to stopping this run. They're telling Riverside, hey, try to beat me in the air.
Cale Hobbs getting penetration. Tony Bush over there on the far side in the backfield. Loss of a yard on the run for Rieken. Riverside's tried to run it 3 times. They've lost 3 yards. Jepson from the gun. Shifts more to the right side in motion. Rolling right is Jepson, looking to throw. He's got 3 guys out there, complete in the flat, turning it upfield and right near the sticks. It's going to be a gain of 11 yards and be 3rd and very, very short. Nope, they picked up the first down.
And that's that play we're talking about right there. Try to get outside, stretch out that defense. St. Albert's defense up front is looking very stout.
That was Jackson Gordon, the freshman, on the reception. He caught 5 passes a week ago and picks up a big gain there through the air, as Jepson's delivered a couple of balls right on target.
He's going to be an exciting one to watch here over the years as he develops.
Elias in motion. They're going to run it straight ahead with Gordon, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it, as St. Albert's defensive line is holding really, really tough up front.
They're firing off the ball, and they're winning the pad level right now as well, and they're just rooting around in there and causing havoc.
Riverside offense on the field, ball at the 40-yard line, right hash, working right to left on the radio dial. This broadcast brought to us by Brocker Carnes & Carnes, trusted insurance since 1894. Aiken Building Center, where the do-it-yourself pro shop in Atlantic, and Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors. 2nd and 10 for Riverside. Give to Gordon, right side. He's not able to turn the corner as Bush goes down low and wraps him up, only gets a yard. It's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, really seeing that athleticism again out of St. Albert's coming over there. Riverside's going to need to put their hats on another player here and push around. Got to create a hole there.
I've got him down for 5 carries and -2 yards on the ground. They have gone 2 of 2 through the air. And an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Ball at the 41-yard line. Need to get just a smidge across midfield to convert. They'll send 3 wide receivers to the left side, with Elias along with Gordon and Hensley. Stepping up in the pocket is Jepson, throws back across the middle, complete but short of first down yardage. I believe he got Bell on a crossing route. He did. Just across the 45, though, to the 46. It's 4 yards short of the yard to gain. 4th down.
And I don't even know how Grady Jepson made that pass. That was a heck of a sling around. Not something you necessarily want to teach a kid, but he got some positive yardage there.
Yeah, it was certainly unconventional, but with his athleticism, he was able to slide it in. And now Aiden Bell will drop back in punt formation with the ball at the 46-yard line. St. Albert will send Monahan back deep to return. Bell gets away a good one. It's going to be angled towards the near sideline, bounce inside the 20 and out of bounds near the 15. Riverside gets a couple of first downs before they have to punt the football away, and Bell's punt flips the field. St. Albert will start at the 16-yard line.
I would imagine here we're going to see ourselves a healthy dose of Monahan. maybe a little bit more of that fullback action.
Tony Bush had 2 carries for 14 yards on the first possession. Monahan had 4 carries for 17. 1st and 10 for St. Albert. You put the ball at the 17-yard line. That's where it went out of bounds. Under center is Marshall, the sophomore QB. A wide receiver either way, I formation. Give straight away to Monahan, trying to make a cut. He's tripped up and taken down by Aiden Bell. Schoenrock came in and helped out. Monahan had some green in front of him at the start of that and manages 7 yards out of it.
He certainly did, and he was one cut away. A little shoelace tackle tripped him up, and you could tell he was a little frustrated with that. He had Greenfield right ahead of him.
WesternIowaToday.com is where you can watch these games all season long. WesternIowaToday.com for our video stream. 96.5 on the radio tonight from Riverside. Good place to come and cover a football game. Marshall under center, wide receiver either side out of the I formation. An option look on the left side. Marshall's got nowhere to go with it. He's going to be buried for no gain.
I don't see that option ran too much anymore, but it's still a pretty effective play if executed well. Riverside just happened to get there before he could make a good decision on pitch or keep.
Looking at maybe one more play here in the first quarter. It's a 0-0 ball game on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Seed Pros by your side to maximize yields from the word go. Your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Ventagger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson. 3rd and 3. As Marshall is under center. Handoff to Monahan. He cuts it outside left, and there's the speed on display. He's tripped up after he gets across the 35. He picks up a first down. As he goes from the 25-yard line, they're going to spot it right at the 40, a run of 15 yards.
And that was some really good vision out of Monahan's. Cutting that up. There was a nice crease created by that offensive line. He cut that ball right in. First down.
That's it for the first quarter. Scoreless in this one. Back in a minute on KSOM and WesternIowaToday.com.
Rancho Grande in Atlantic has it all. Delicious food, great atmosphere, and a convenient location. Authentic Mexican food starts with chips and salsa, and you can add guac or queso. Enjoy everything from tacos, burritos, tamales, chimichangas, fajitas, and more in a variety of options. Leave room for dessert like bring the whole family, a date night, even a business lunch at Rancho Grande. Located West 7th Street, open 7 days a week with dine-in, carry-out, and catering available at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Want your back at the shop? We talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Nothing. St. Albert and Riverside deadlocked here in the start of the second quarter. Joined by Todd Plagman, Bennett Blake on KSOM with the video stream at WesternIowaToday.com. Thanks to Bill for running the cameras here tonight.
We got ourselves some good football stuff.
Good matchup so far. St. Albert has shown the potential for some big playability. They throw a quick slant on the right side, and that's complete to the wideout, John Helton, who goes down and gets it. No room for a run after the catch. It's a 5-yard gain.
And that was a great throw there by Marshall, quarterback. Reading that real quick. Nice, well executed.
Marshall is 2 of 3 for 10 yards passing in this contest. 2nd and 5 for St. Albert. They've, I don't know if I want to say controlled this game. They've possessed the football much more than Riverside has, but nobody's gotten into the end zone as of yet. Give up the middle to Monahan. He's stacked up. Look at him turn forward.
Wow.
Yeah, he's able to move the pile by a yard or two. Ends up getting a couple out of it.
I think he had the whole team on both sides and dragging it right there.
Yeah, a lot of push and a lot of mass down there. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Monahan 51 yards on 7 carries. He's going to be the bell cow for him, but they've got other guys they're excited about too. Bush is one of them. Goebbels has carried it a few times. They got Helton involved in the passing game.
Marshall's got an arm on him, so I'd be watching for an air out play here coming up soon.
I formation, 2 wide receivers to the right. Now they'll flip the formation and bring the tight end McCall along with the wide receiver Helton to the left side. Give to the fullback. A little meeting right there in the hole. And it comes out. Ball is live and ripped out of there by Riverside.
I think that was, who got that fumble?
Coming away with the
J.J. Wilson.
Yeah, J.J. Wilson is who got it, but there was a big hit there at the point of attack that basically flipped Bush up and over.
Wow.
And the ball came out. I was looking to see if he was going to have a first down or not, and then next thing you know, Riverside's running the other way at the football. Big fumble recovery for the Bulldogs.
And a great big hit. That's a way to make a statement here early in the game and see if Riverside can build some momentum here. Coming off of last week, it'd be a good thing for them to build a little bit of momentum here. But St. Elmo's defense has been stout and tough.
It's looking like it was going to be a stop on third down, meeting them shy of the marker, but instead they get a turnover. That's better yet for the Bulldogs. Starting in St. Albert territory, play action pass. They want it all here after the turnover. It's hanging up in the air, but it's caught inside the 10.
Oh, wow.
Aiden Salias mark him down at the 11-yard line. It's a 37-yard deep ball.
Don't take anything away from that catch, but that throw, wow, that was right on. I don't think you could ask anybody to do any better right there.
10:15 to go in the first half. A big play for Riverside on the completion to Salias. Hooks him up with a 1st and 10 just outside the 10-yard line in the Hoist Distributing Channel Seeds red zone. Riverside looking to capitalize right after the turnover. They run a little misdirection and almost lose the football. Back in the backfield, a loss of 4 on the play as Gordon was looking to hand off to one of the wide receivers on a little reverse, and they're fortunate to maintain possession.
And that St. Albert's front four there is doing their job. They're pushing hard, getting penetration on almost every play here. Reverse like that with this defense probably is not going to work.
9:40 to go in the first half of play. Nothing on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Riverside just hooked up with a 37-yard pass play. Salias on the receiving end from Jepson. And they lose yardage on 1st and 10 from the 11. So it's 2nd and long. In motion is Salias. Looks like a busted play here. Jepson busted out to the left side. He's trying to turn the corner. He's in for a touchdown.
I don't think that was a busted play at all. They had a nice, let's see, it was 69. Yeah, John Alf pulled around there, pulling Garden, and he had a nice heck of a block downfield.
Well, Jepson sold me on it anyway, looking to the right and then running left, and he's able to get around the left side, stay in bounds up along the far sideline for a 14-yard touchdown run, and Riverside has the game's first lead.
It could have been a busted play. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a complete expert here, but anytime I see a pulling guard, I get excited.
Back to pass is Jepson. He'll fire a fade over in the far side of the end zone, incomplete, intended for Aiden Bell. Good defense by St. Albert. I believe it's Anderson in the area. 6-0 Riverside in front of the Seed Pro scoreboard. 9:16 to go in the first half. We're back in 1 minute.
Cumberland Telephone Company is a full-service telephone company that offers fiber to the home within our exchange. We offer both local and long distance, plus superb internet service with unlimited data. And we are happy to announce that fiber to the home is now available in the town of Bridgewater and will also be available in the very near future in the town of Fontenelle. There's several speed packages to choose from. If you are interested, give Julie or Vicki a call at 712-774-2221. Cumberland Telephone Company, always supporting you and always cheering you on.
You know every seed needs to be planted in correct moisture, but you only dig a few seeds in each field to find out. Precision Plantings 2020 and Smart Firmer tell you if each seed in the entire field is planted into adequate moisture. Put your eyes inside the furrow with 2020 and Smart Firmer. Visit Riggs Ag Service in Lewis to get the confidence you deserve. Call Jim Riggs today, 712-254-2408. Drive for the best service from the people you can trust.
Riverside cashes in on the J.J. Wilson takeaway as fumble recovery. And ends up just a few plays later putting it into the end zone. Now a kickoff is going to go out of bounds on the far sideline. And St. Albert will start off in a great field position here. 37-yard pass to Solias, 14-yard run for Jepson. Riverside leads at 6-zip on the Seed Pro scoreboard. The kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll put the football at the 35 for St. Albert to try and counter here.
Yeah, we'll see what St. Albert says. They've been running up the middle. I'd be surprised here if they don't stretch it out and use that arm that Marshall has and try to get themselves a pretty big play.
Ball out of bounds at the 36-yard line. That's where St. Albert, in fact, will start. 1st and 10 for the Falcons, who have moved the ball well but turned it over on a fumble their last possession. 2 of 3 passing for 10 yards is Marshall. Monahan's run for 51 yards, 11 yards rushing for Goebbels. Bush's run for 15. Bush shifts in motion from right to left. Play action pass. Marshall open down the right side.
He's open.
Hit the tight end.
Wow!
It's complete.
That's big. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Just like I thought. Marshall's got one heck of a arm on him. Brought out tight end set, wide open. Riverside sucked up. They bit on that fake there to Monahan's, which, you know, he's a heck of an athlete. I'd bite on it too. And there we go, 7 points. They're right back in this.
64-yard score. Brandon McCall, on the receiving end of that one, the tight end. They're on a swinging gate here. We'll see what they do on the point after try. They're going to snap it right to Monahan, try and use his speed to the right side. He gets across for the 2-point conversion.
Wow.
Just like that, 8-6 St. Albert, as they need only 14 seconds to take the advantage after they'd fallen behind 6-zip. It's now 8-6 in favor of the Falcons. We'll keep it right here in between as some big playability on display.
And I'm not surprised at that play call at all from St. Albert's. You got a heck of a young quarterback, but he's got a good arm on him. You got talent and speed, and, you know, they had a well-designed play and said, hey, I'm going to outrun you and see if you can't get it to me. And, man, that was fun to watch. I like a good tight end here, you know, from time to time. You know, an old Iowa guy here. We appreciate the tight ends.
You bet. And it was Brandon McCall on the receiving end of that one, the 5'11", 220-pound junior, with a 66-yard touchdown catch. Marshall's first TD pass of the season.
Now you're coming into this, you're Riverside, you know, you had some trouble scoring last week. You get your first touchdown. You know, this happens to you. It's going to be really important for these boys to keep their heads up and keep fighting. And on the other side of the coin there, if you're St. Albert's, you're going to throttle down. You can see that you can stop that run on defense. I can see them trying to bring more pressure, not letting that pass play go. So we'll see what comes up here.
Bodie Sims handles the kickoff duties for St. Albert. Back to return for Riverside, Aiden Bell and Jackson Gordon. Sims has it teed up and ready to kick off. 8-6, St. Albert in front on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Sims angles one towards the far sideline. Running up to it is Bell. Takes it off of bounds, loses it, dives right back on it at the 25-yard line. Dangerously free there momentarily, but Bell able to cover it.
Yeah, you gotta catch that ball. Yep.
Played it off a hop, and you never know what direction that thing might be spinning. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, now trailing 8-6 on the Seed Pro scoreboard, 9 minutes to go in the half. So we went almost 15 minutes without a score, and then we had 2 of them within a span of 15 seconds.
I'm all off of big pass plays here. If you know, our run game's been effective here for St. Albert, but not so much for Riverside. But both teams have apparently been able to air it out.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, 2 wide receivers left and a couple of tight ends to the right side. They're going to fake the run right. Jepson will step out to the left and sling it downfield.
Wide open, wide open. He's wide open. No way. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. There we go. He's off.
75-yard touchdown. Aiden Solias.
Wow, folks. I don't know if you were able to see that online or not, but Grady Jepson sold that fake like he was selling the farm, boys. I mean, he put it right up there, took 2 steps back. Everybody sucked up, gave enough time for Solias to get a step and a half ahead, and a great catch. Wow, that's a heck of a good play.
112 yards on 2 catches and a touchdown for Aiden Salias. 8:47 to go first half. Riverside right back in front. I thought we were in a defensive slugfest.
I did too.
We were in the first quarter, but
apparently second quarter changes things.
Yeah, a little bit different now. 8:47 to go in the half. 12-8 Riverside on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Line up to go for 2. They'll pass. A sidearm sling by Jepson is incomplete. Low at the feet of Hensley. A flag was on the play. See, now we're starting to come to the sideline, and they're going to be okay to come to the sideline because it was a hold, and it will be declined.
Well, it was a hold that got called. You know, that's how that played.
We know how you feel about those. 12-8 Bulldogs on the Seed Pro scoreboard. 8:47 to go in the half. We're back in a minute on KSOM and online with this video stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs, and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services at 800-482-6426 or stop in anytime.
Anita Supply Center help you with all your projects. This is Kim at Anita Supply Center, and we can help you with your summer projects. Adding a deck, we have all the lumber, railing, and knowledge to help you get it done. Adding on to your house, we have all the materials you need from siding to shelves and everything in between. At Anita Supply Center, we also have the fishing tackle and equipment you need. We also have Green Mountain Grills. Get out and do something, anything this summer with Anita Supply Center, open 6 days a week for all your summer projects and fun needs.
Riverside with another short kickoff, fallen on by St. Albert at the 36-yard line. Falcons will have the same starting field position that they had on their last drive, which was a one-play scoring drive from 66 yards. Brandon McCall from Owen Marshall. That gave him an 8-6 lead briefly, and then Riverside swung back and made it 12-8 Bulldogs on the Aiden Salias 75-yard reception from Jepson. Under center is Marshall. Give to Goebbels.
There he goes.
Squirms out of the grass and is going to race up the right sideline. Cuts it to the boundary. It's 17 yards on the play all the way up to the 35-yard line, or the 45-yard line, I should say, of Riverside.
That was some great blocking down there by the offensive line, but heck of a hard run there, taking to the second level and just saying, I'm going to get some.
So a big run by Goebbels as he was able to get free of the initial surge. And now it's 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Ball at the 45-yard line of Riverside. 12-8 Bulldogs on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Toss left side to Goebbels. Looked like he wanted to move inside, then ducked outside and isn't going to be able to get around the edge.
That was a well-blocked play, but we had good pursuit off from Riverside coming across and well-executed tackle.
Only a yard on the play for Goebbels. Tell you what, J.J. Wilson has stood out defensively so far all over the field. He's got that fumble recovery, and he's been kind of a nose for the football up to this point. 2nd and 9, ball at the 44-yard line. St. Albert working right to left on the radio dial. McCall, who had the touchdown catch a moment ago, a tight end off to the left side. Slant right, complete to Monahan.
There he goes.
Safety overran it, and it's going to be a touchdown for St. Albert from 44 yards out.
And that's a great little simple slant play. And Owen Marshall's having himself a heck of a game here today, connecting. Monahan's, very good athlete. Once he gets that ball, there wasn't anybody in the secondary. That's touchdown.
It's a 44-yard play. That's put Marshall over 100 yards passing with 2 touchdowns.
This is getting a little bit exciting here tonight.
4 touchdowns within a 2-minute span. Point after is low and no good. Attempted by Kyle Irwin. We're going to take a break. 14-12 as St. Albert back in front of Riverside on the Seed Pros scoreboard. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Partner with the undisputed leader in Enlist E3 soybean genetics. With exceptional yield and value, neighbor-friendly weed control, and more new elite genetics developed faster, Stein can help you maximize profits on every acre you plant. Discover yield plus experience with Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Learn more at steinseed.com. Stein has yield.
Contact Trey Bricks at 249-2503. Hoist Distributing in Audubon has been partnering with Southwest Iowa farmers to provide superior service and knowledge on all of their chemical, seed, and fertilizer needs. Great products are made greater through Hoist Distributing's hard work and attention to detail, promoting sustainable yields and plant growth, helping agriculture do what it does best. Grow. From chemical, seed, fertilizer to soil sampling, aerial application, crop scouting, and planting, as well as a premier precision planting dealer. Quality products and service you can trust. Hoist Distributing in Audubon, 712-563-3030.
Kickoff is angled towards the far sideline. Returnable for Bell. Bell working up the left side of the field is going to be stopped shy of the 30-yard line, brought down at the 28. Owen Marshall, 405, 120 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Monahan caught his last strike on a slant and raced 44 yards to the end zone to put the Falcons back in front, 14-12 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. We've had kind of a tale of 2 quarters here. Defensive battle in the first, all offense in the second.
Yeah, we'll see if they bring out the first quarter defense again or how we're going to go here. But Falcons, very impressive here off of a young quarterback. Owens Marshall, heck of a good second quarter here. A lot of promise.
There was a penalty on St. Albert. I didn't see the flag down, but a late signal on a personal foul. So that'll move it up to the 43, I believe, is where they're going to put the football down and start at the 43 on a personal foul against St. Albert, 15-yarder.
Well, it's about perfect football weather here, settling in the second quarter. Sun's going down. See what happens.
7:24 to go first half. Riverside trailing 14-12 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Option right side. They pitch it out to Salias. Salias was able to maintain possession of the football as Monahan tried to strip it on the way by. Got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Monahan was thinking he was going the other way.
He was like a heat-seeking missile coming up to.
He was right on that.
Yeah, he had a chance at a big hit there in the backfield. And Elias able to just kind of breeze by it and get back to the 43-yard line to make it 2nd and 10.
And that's great pursuit off of St. Albert's the Falcons defense here. All 11 players are playing over. They're playing their assignment. They're doing their job. Kind of fun to watch.
2nd and 10 for Riverside. They brought Salias in motion from left to right and ran the option with him on that right side, but St. Albert had it very well defended. Rieken moves in motion from right to left this time. They roll left to pass as Jepson steps up and throws complete to Bell. He's got a first down. He tries to spin back towards the field of play up along the far sideline, and it's going to be marked down at the 42. Nice hook up there.
Yeah, that was a great hook up there. And Grady Jepson's able to turn his body there and throw kind of against the natural ability on those rollouts, and he connected for a pretty good distance there.
Aiden Bell's second catch of the game. He's got nearly 20 yards receiving. We've got Jepson down 6 of 6, 153 yards and the touchdown.
And the Falcons they're committed to stopping that run, and they're getting sucked up here a little bit. We'll see what they start to make for a little bit of an adjustment here.
Ball at the 42-yard line in St. Albert territory. Moore comes in motion, trying to set a crackback block on the left side. Gordon takes the handoff and gets met in the backfield and dropped. Gordon hasn't had anywhere to go tonight. Loses 2 there.
Yep, and he's running hard here, but you got to have a place to run. And that defensive line for the Falcons is pretty stout down there. They got good low pad level, charging their feet. So it's going to be a hard night running.
Almost halfway through the second quarter. 14-12, St. Albert leads Riverside on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Good matchup so far here. 2 wide receivers right. Now in motion left to right comes Rieken. Rolling right is Jepson. Flag came in. A out pattern is incomplete. A little short, intended for Huff. I think Rieken was moving forward on the snap.
I think he got a little excited there.
The official on the near sideline threw the flag as soon as the ball was snapped. Illegal.
There you go. Is he going to take it, or is he going 4th down?
If they decline it, it'll be 3rd and long. If they accept the penalty, it'll be 2nd and about 17. They're declining the penalty, so it'll be 3rd and 12. So the illegal shift is declined, and I think we're going to have a timeout taken by, I'm not sure who took that one, but we've got a timeout on the field with 5:54 to go. Riverside taking the timeout. 14-12, St. Albert leads it on the Cedar Pro scoreboard. We're back in a minute on KSOM and WesternIowaToday.com.
Live video streaming on WesternIowaToday.com is courtesy of NishnaNet, offering always fast internet with no gimmick pricing to select rural areas of Cass and Audubon counties. NishnaNet is a local company with local technicians and offers unlimited data on most of their internet plans. Learn more about NishnaNet and their services and products by going to their website at NishnaNet.com. NishnaNet.com, technically awesome.
At Minden Meat Market and Hodges Smokehouse Catering, we're huddling up our love for feeding crowds and selling high-quality meats in a business that does it all. We're committed to providing service that's as friendly and honest as our small-town community, sourcing only the best meats and produce. You'll score big with high-quality food for all your catering and cooking plans. Minden Meat Market and Hodges Smokehouse love providing Southwest Iowa communities with food that will leave them feeling happy and satisfied. Get in the huddle with Minden Meat Market and Hodges Smokehouse Catering to score today.
203 2nd Street Auto and Transmission, west of 2nd Street in Atlantic.
3rd and 12. Riverside taking a timeout to see what they want to do here on 3rd and long. Under pressure is Jepson. Trying to roll out, throws it back over the middle, complete to Bell. Broke a tackle but couldn't slip free of Monahan, and he stopped about 2 yards shy, maybe 3 of the marker. Brought down at the 35-yard line.
And I think they got him by one shoelace there, and I bet he's, hitting himself here. This big 4th down for Riverside.
Aiden Bell has a couple of catches, or 3 catches now in the game for 30 yards.
And I'm going to give a shout out here to that defensive line for the Falcons. They had that covered. They just are running right through them right now.
4th and 4, and Riverside offense will stay out there. Hard count, movement early. Yep, St. Albert jumps.
Back in my day, Coach would make you run for that. That's one of those that you wish you could take back. And old offensive linemen, we don't like that running.
But you surely never jumped.
No, well, on occasion I got excited. On occasion I got a little excited. And every time I get a little excited.
Different terminology here.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Just eager.
Just eager. I just wanted to hit somebody.
Eager to a fault.
You just try to get out there and you put your head on them and boom.
Riverside had a little bit of miscommunication getting a line there ahead of the first down play, and they're going to burn another timeout. 14-12 in favor of the Falcons from St. Albert on the Cedar Pro scoreboard. We're back in a minute.
Cumberland.
For farm supplies, see Brumley Supplies in Carson. General farm supplies, nuts, bolts, and just about everything you need to get whatever is broke on your farm fixed. Need a new hydraulic hose built? Brumley Supply can do that for you. Maybe you just need a couple adapters or fittings. They can handle that too. Conveniently located just outside of Carson. Give them a call at 402-680-5471 for all your farm supply needs. Brumley Supplies in Carson.
For over 60 years, the family-owned Mertz Welding has been providing quality welding and fabrication in Carson. They specialize in rebuilding and remanufacturing everything from light or heavy equipment. With their variety of machines and welders, there isn't a job Mertz Welding can't handle. For more information, stop into their shop on the west end of Carson or give them a call at 712-484-3821. Mertz Welding is a proud sponsor of Riverside Athletics.
Needs. Brumley Supplies in Carson.
Out of the timeout, Riverside tries to run a jet sweep to Salias, and he's met and dropped in the backfield for a 5-yard loss back to the 35.
Yeah, it was David Helton on that one, and he hit him hard. Right in the back, sniffed that out.
Jepson 8 of 9 passing, and Salias has got 3 of those. 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs. A chance for them to reclaim the lead. They're down 14-12. The point afters have been the difference. Now they've got to burn their final time out of the half with 4:22 to go until the end of the second quarter. So the Bulldogs take a timeout again, and we'll keep it right here as we were just away. So this contest is brought to us by Hummel Insurance Services. The difference with Hummel. Rancho Grande, authentic Mexican food on West 7th Street in Atlantic. 2nd Street Auto, tow it, know it before you blow it. 2nd Street Auto in Atlantic. Good game here, Todd.
Great game here. If you got an opportunity, tune in here online to watch it. It's a beautiful atmosphere tonight. Couldn't ask for any better weather. Got some good football here going back and forth between these two teams. 0-1, a little slow start to the season for both of them, but pretty exciting here right now.
Grady Jepson has a 14-yard touchdown run and a 75-yard scoring pass to Aiden Salias. Owen Marshall with a pair of TD tosses. He's 4 of 5 through the air for St. Albert. Touchdown passes of 66 yards to Brandon McCall and 44 yards to Brendan Monahan on a slant. 2nd and long for Riverside. Salias is in motion. They run straight up the middle, and Gordon's got his biggest running lane of the night. He's able to pick up some positive yardage up to the 26-yard line. Runs for 9.
Finally some good blocking there on that left side there off of John Alf, and I believe that was Wilson there. Wilson's been...
Yeah, J.J. Wilson, the left tackle.
He's been pretty active on both sides of the ball here tonight, and finally got a good block, and here we go.
You got a couple of senior linemen that aren't particularly big, but they're scrappy. They started linebacker 2 with Zimmerman and Wilson. And that time, as you mentioned, Alf and Wilson able to help pave the way for Gordon's biggest run of the night, a 9-yard carry. Gordon they're going to fake it to him, roll out right, complete to Regan on the front. He's got a blocker in front.
That's old Dougie special!
5,
oh, yeah! Wow, great play. Great play right there. Great play. That was well designed out there to the side. Tossed it up there. I had a buddy back in high school that would always draw up a play like that, and we called it the Dougie special.
Dougie special works for 25 yards from Jepson to Kyler Regan. 1st and goal. Ball deep in the Hoist Distributing Channel Seeds red zone. Any other plays that might work on that?
I don't know. That was a good one right there.
Jepson to be out of the gun. Pistol set. Behind him is Gordon. Gordon gets the carry up the middle, and he's into the end zone, untouched from a yard out. Gordon with the touchdown run. Promising future for that young Bulldog, and he gets the score.
Very, very promising future for Mr. Gordon there. And, you know, I didn't know about burning out all those timeouts, but in hindsight, it's probably a pretty good call.
3:22 to go in the first half. Riverside's back in front, 18-14 Bulldogs on the Seed Pro scoreboard. The 25-yard pass to Regan gets him down to the 1-yard line, and Jackson Gordon takes it in. Now the 2-point try, which they've struggled with so far tonight. 0 for 2 on their point afters. Jepson from the gun. Gordon to his left. Fake to Gordon. Jepson keeps. He runs in.
Wow.
20-14 Bulldogs on the Seed Pro scoreboard.
And he's having a heck of a night here tonight, too. We got ourselves a good battle between two quarterbacks here tonight.
Good first half, back and forth. We'll take a 60-second break on KSOM and WesternIowaToday.com.
Looking for an agent that checks all the boxes? Hometown Insurance of Oakland is it. They are a full-service insurance agency that offers flexible and comprehensive insurance coverage for the best rates in the region. Offering home, auto, commercial, farm, and crop insurance, they work with numerous carriers with policies catered specifically to your needs. Contact Hometown Insurance of Oakland today at 712-482-6928. At Hometown Insurance of Oakland, your protection is their profession.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
Profession.
20-14 in favor of Riverside on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Angling a kick towards the far sideline. Fair catch being called for and made by Anderson, Luke Anderson at the 35-yard line.
And this has been an exciting one, back and forth. The heart rate's up. I'm excited here tonight.
Jackson Gordon, who'd struggled on his first handful of rushing attempts to get any type of real estate, busted a 9-yard run and then the 1-yard TD.
And we know, though, the Falcons here, they can score in one play, too. They've done it already, and they got the talent here to come right back down and march it down and out this half. Tied her up by 1.
Grady Jepson is 9 of 10 for 183 yards through the air. Under center is Marshall, who's had a good game in his own right for St. Albert. Toss left side. Monahan turned in and doesn't get anywhere. He's brought down, and maybe a yard run is all. J.J. Wilson turned him in, and the rest of the group rallied to the football. Zimmerman and Wyatt Bell in on the stop.
And Zimmerman there's excited. He went up there and he lowered the boom on that one.
So Monahan, his 8th carry. He's got 52 yards rushing in the contest. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half of play. 20-14, Riverside leads St. Albert on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Goebbels wide to the left. They've got Helton, slot, 3 wide receivers, in fact, out there to the right side. The lone back is Bush. Run right. It's a quarterback keeper. Monahan lined up at quarterback. He's not going to be able to turn the edge. Riverside's tackled really well, even some undersized guys. That time it was Celaya sticking his nose in there, only a gain of 1.
And you had your big old Nathan Messerschmidt came up there from behind, 250 pounds, trying to run him down. Good thing it was a short field.
So a 3rd and 8 for St. Albert. First time we've seen Monahan take a snap in the contest. Marshall back out there now on 3rd and 8. Well, the 37-yard line. Big play here late in the first half. Just over 2 minutes to go until intermission. We'll hear from Alex Oliver, Riverside cross-country coach at halftime. They open their season tomorrow at Abraham Lincoln.
Watch this.
Time to pass for Marshall. Rolls out right now, throws. He's got a man open and it's complete. And a first down is going to be picked up by St. Albert and plenty more as they were able to get it to Luke Wettengull for the 1st and 10.
And Owen Marshall had the poise to sit back there and let that play develop. It did not look like anything was going. Riverside had a very good pursuit there. He let everybody suck up. That cornerback took about 2 steps up, number 8 for the Falcons wide open, and he put it right on the numbers.
Wettengull with the catch and takes it all the way up to the 34-yard line, a gain of over 30 on the play. And now they're in business to try and score late in the half. Their kicker, Irwin, has been warming up into the net over here on the near side. Movement early
that's
by
going to go back 5.
multiple parties. Did you have to run for those?
Well, that's always your buddy when there's more than 2 that jump off. You know, it wasn't your fault, right?
1st and 15 for St. Albert. Fairly penalty-free game.
You know, everybody's excited right now. They're moving the ball. That stuff's going to happen. Let's just hope it doesn't make a factor in the game.
1st and 15 for St. Albert. Move the ball back to the 38-yard line. And that big catch and run by Wettengull to set him up in Riverside territory. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining. The clock is running here, down towards a minute to go in the first half. Under center is Marshall. Another little flinch on the near side, and it was, I think, Helton in the slot who jumped early. So it'll be a 1st and 20.
Man, you hate to see that. St. Albert's just starting to get in the groove there after a good, nice long pass play and a couple penalties. That's going to set you back. Probably going to have to start burning some timeouts here.
Yeah, just 1:07 to go in the half. Move the ball back to the 43-yard line. They've lost 10 yards on back-to-back false starts. And now they will take a timeout here. Trying to kind of regather their composure late in the half. 1:07 to go until the break. It's a 20-14 Riverside lead over St. Albert back in 60.
You see us at the grocery store, at church, or at the homecoming game. This is Mandy from Brocker Kinds of Carns. You don't always think about your insurance coverage, but it's nice to be reminded that the people helping you to protect you are right here in your community. We can offer you great coverage and excellent customer service with competitive rates from Auto Owners Insurance. Can you say that about some online, no-name, 1-800 number insurance company? Brocker Kinds of Carns representing Auto Owners Insurance with offices in Atlantic, Anita, Walnut, Avoca, Exira, Greenfield, and Council Bluffs.
We're excited to welcome you into the new Cass Health. We've redesigned with you in mind, so you and your family feel welcomed and cared for in an environment that reflects the expert care you expect. Change is a part of life. It's how we go from good to great. And growth is a beautiful thing. One thing that will never change: the kind, helpful people behind it all, because we are neighbors caring for neighbors.
Council Bluffs.
St. Albert football with a 1st and 20. Fumble snap, and it looks like St. Albert gets back on it, losing a yard back to the, well, it's maybe a couple of yards back to the 45.
Well, they're getting a little jittery here. 3 mistakes right in a row. Just got to calm down there, and everybody get back up the huddle. Let's get one successful play if you're a Falcon.
Just one turnover in this game. That was early in the second quarter. J.J. Wilson had a fumble recovery on a big stick on a 3rd and short. Second down still after a couple of penalties, and then the bobbled snap. 2nd and 22. I formation, 2 wide receivers left. Rolling left is Marshall. Throws it in the flat. It's incomplete.
Yep, but he got a finger on it. Who was that, number 11 for
Jet
Riverside?
Rose.
Yep, he jumped up there and got a finger on it and couldn't make that. That was a good design play, though, by St. Albert's. Thought that deflection, he was wide open.
Keaton Rican was also supplying some pressure from a defensive line spot. Now Bell subs back in for Rican on this 3rd and 22. Jet Rose with the pass breakup. We've shown a little bit of depth here, rotating some guys in, and not just some guys filling spots, some guys making impact plays. 3rd and long for St. Albert. 26 seconds left to go in the half. Simple give to the fullback. Bush is going to be buried at the line of scrimmage, no gain, and that might take us to the end of the first half.
Surprised here. He doesn't use a timeout.
Riverside doesn't have one left, though. They used 3 on that last series.
No, I think we're going to the end.
20-14, Riverside leads St. Albert at halftime here on the Seed Pros scoreboard.
Well, and the defenses here kind of tightened back up here after we had that second quarter little blitz from both sides.
The body language tells a lot. Right now, St. Albert's jogging down towards the scoreboard, not really feeling too great about the way the first half finished up. And Riverside's up there with a little spring in their step, jumping up and down as they jog across the field over to their locker room. At halftime, we're going to hear from Alex Oliver. He is the head cross-country coach for Riverside, among other duties he fulfills for this school district. He's the boys and girls cross-country coach. They're going to be at the Iowa Western campus tomorrow to be doing some running. We talked with him in the preseason, and he said athletes put in a lot of good work over the summer. Enough of me telling you what he said. Let's let you hear it. Let's take a break and visit with Coach Alex Oliver on the other side.
For all of United Group Insurance. People you know and people you trust. Because we are local in Southwest Iowa with offices in Red Oak, Atlantic, Griswold, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents will find the perfect policy for your needs from the wide variety of carriers that we work with. We offer policies for home, auto, life, farm, health, and commercial with vast experience in both hail and crop insurance. Learn more at unitedgroupins.com today.
You know every seed needs to be planted in correct moisture, but you only dig a few seeds in each field to find out. Precision Plantings 2020 and Smart Firmer tell you if each seed in the entire field is planted into adequate moisture. Put your eyes inside the furrow with 2020 and Smart Firmer. Visit Riggs Ag Service in Lewis to get the confidence you deserve. Call Jim Riggs today, 712-254-2408.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs, and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services at 800-482-6426 or stop in anytime.
Rancho Grande in Atlantic has it all. Delicious food, great atmosphere, and a convenient location. Authentic Mexican food starts with chips and salsa, and you can add guac or queso. Enjoy everything from tacos, burritos, tamales, chimichangas, fajitas, and more in a variety of options. Leave room for dessert, like bring the whole family, a date night, even a business lunch at Rancho Grande. Located West 7th Street, open 7 days a week with dine-in, carry-out, and catering available at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Partner with the undisputed leader in Enlist E3 soybean genetics. With exceptional yield and value, neighbor-friendly weed control, and more new elite genetics developed faster, Stein can help you maximize profits on every acre you plant. Discover yield plus experience with Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Learn more at steinseed.com. Stein has yield.
Contact Trey Bricks at 249-2503.
Starting the season off is always just trying to get mileage in, trying to make sure everybody's ready to go. Fortunately for me, a lot of the kids that are out for cross country right now ran with our summer running club and put in some miles and are in pretty good shape right now. So now we can start to get a little bit ahead of the game.
How extensive was that summer running club?
We met 4 days a week, and we were averaging between 15 and 20 miles a week, 25 on our heavier weeks, and those kids are in pretty good shape right now.
Let's hear about your personnel, the girls' squad. Do you have a big roster, and who are some of your top runners there?
We bring back our state qualifier, Rebecca Cody. We added a couple more. Bailey Richardson's going to be a freshman for us. She had a good junior high campaign. And another freshman that's coming up with her is Brecken Pierce. Carly Henderson's going to dual sport. She had a really good sport season last year. And I think we even tricked a sprinter into joining us with Lydia Erickson.
What about the boys' squad? What's the outlook there?
Mason McCready comes back as a returning state qualifier, and he's looking good right now. We have Eric Duhacek as a senior. He's always a guy that gets a ton of miles and is dedicated to it. Another guy that's run with us for multiple seasons is Caleb Stevens. We also have Dalton Smith that's going to be a junior. And then a pair of freshmen, Dawson and Brody Henderson, and they had a really good track season last year in the distance races for us.
When do you get the first competition started?
We kick off our season at the AL Invite, hosted at Iowa Western Campus, the 3rd of September.
Anything else to add about how things have been going so far early on in practice?
I'm just looking forward to it. It's been a lot of kids that are really willing to work hard instead of having 3 or 4 of those people that you have to prod along. These guys and girls have really showed up and started the season off on a good note.
Coach, thanks a bunch.
Yep, thank you.
The dog days of summer are now upon us.
At Minden Meat Market and Hodges Smokehouse Catering, we're huddling up our love for feeding crowds and selling high-quality meats in a business that does it all. We're committed to providing service that's as friendly and honest as our small-town community, sourcing only the best meats and produce. You'll score big with high-quality food for all your catering and cooking plans. Minden Meat Market and Hodges Smokehouse love providing Southwest Iowa communities with food that will leave them feeling happy and satisfied. Get in the huddle with Minden Meat Market and Hodges Smokehouse Catering to score today.
For farm supplies, see Brumley Supplies in Carson. General farm supplies, nuts, bolts, and just about everything you need to get whatever is broke on your farm fixed. Need a new hydraulic hose built? Brumley Supply can do that for you. Maybe you just need a couple adapters or fittings. They can handle that too. Conveniently located just outside of Carson, give them a call at 402-680-5471 for all your farm supply needs. Brumley Supplies in Carson.
Looking for an agent that checks all the boxes? Hometown Insurance of Oakland is it. They are a full-service insurance agency that offers flexible and comprehensive insurance coverage for the best rates in the region. Offering home, auto, commercial, farm, and crop insurance, they work with numerous carriers with policies catered specifically to your needs. Contact Hometown Insurance of Oakland today at 712-482-6928. At Hometown Insurance of Oakland, your protection is their profession.
Brumley Supplies in Carson.
For over 60 years, the family-owned Mertz Welding has been providing quality welding and fabrication in Carson. They specialize in rebuilding and remanufacturing everything from light or heavy equipment. With their variety of machines and welders, there isn't a job Mertz Welding can't handle. For more information, stop into their shop on the west end of Carson or give them a call at 712-484-3821. Mertz Welding is a proud sponsor of Riverside Athletics. Looking for an agent that checks all the boxes? Hometown Insurance of Oakland is it. They are a full-service insurance agency that offers flexible and comprehensive insurance coverage for the best rates in the region. Offering home, auto, commercial, farm, and crop insurance, they work with numerous carriers with policies catered specifically to your needs. Contact Hometown Insurance of Oakland today at 712-482-6928. At Hometown Insurance of Oakland, your protection is their profession. I've been looking for you all my life. I never thought I would find you. You're my soulmate for my taste buds. The Minden Meat Market and Hodges Smokehouse Catering has everything I'm looking for. They are dedicated to producing high-quality products and services. I didn't want just any old meal. I needed a business that would be more than pleased to give me everything I wanted for a daily meal at home or a catered event. I finally found my soulmate for my taste buds. Minden Meat Market and Hodges Smokehouse Catering. Call 712-483-2836 for the best.
96.5 KSOM, WesternIowaToday.com on the video stream. Halftime of a tight ball game, back and forth contest. 20-14 advantage for Riverside on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Alongside Todd Plagman, Bennett Blake in Oakland tonight. And let's hear your thoughts on the first half.
We got ourselves a couple of gunslingers here tonight. Grady Jepson, very impressed with his ability to kind of make something out of nothing here and made some really good downfield passes. Kept Riverside in this game here right away and really opened up the field for them to start their success here, running the ball here late in the second half. And then, Owen Marshall's had a heck of a good game starting out. He's got some really good weapons there with Monahan's, their fullback, Bush. And I would say right now that St. Albert's is winning the line of scrimmage battle, and that's going to be still key here in the second half.
No doubt about that. We'll run through some first half stats here. In fact, let's go ahead and get to those right now. It is the leading ground gainer for St. Albert, Brendan Monahan, 53 yards on 9 carries. Also 29 yards on 5 attempts for Sam Goebbels, and they've run Tony Bush a few times. Actually 4 rushing attempts for 15 yards for Bush. In the receiving game, St. Albert has a 5-yard catch for John Helton, a 5-yard reception for Brendan Monahan. The big gainer was Brandon McCall, that 64-yard touchdown reception, but also a couple of other pass completions from Owen Marshall, and he's got 5 of 6 completions for 155 yards and 2 touchdowns. Monahan had a 5-yard catch earlier, and then I forgot to mark down the 49-yard touchdown, the 44-yard touchdown grab. So 2 catches, 49 yards for Monahan. They've lined him up on about every different spot. Quarterback once, in the backfield a handful of times, and then as a slot receiver here and there too. As for Riverside, statistically, it's been mostly through the air, and why not? That's been effective. 9 of 10 passing is what I've got down for Grady Jepson, 183 yards and a touchdown. His TD pass was a 75-yarder to Aiden Salias, who's got 3 balls for 107 yards. Aiden Bell, 3 catches, 28 yards. Jackson Gordon has a 12-yard reception. Kyler Reekin hauled in a 25-yard catch down to the 1-yard line. That's what set up a TD run from Jackson Gordon. Gordon, his first 5 carries. After that, he had minus 5 yards, but then he had a 9-yard run and a 1-yard touchdown. So his last couple of carries have gone for 10 yards and a score. Also, Grady Jepson had a 14-yard touchdown run in the first half. And that's got a Riverside in front 20-14 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We'll take a look at some other scores going on tonight as we take a break. Back in a couple of minutes with more At the Half.
Live video streaming on westerniowatoday.com is courtesy of Nishnanet, offering always fast internet with no gimmick pricing to select rural areas of Cass and Audubon counties. Nishnanet is a local company with local technicians and offers unlimited data on most of their internet plans. Learn more about Nishnanet and their services and products by going to their website at nishnanet.com. Nishnanet.com, technically awesome.
Cumberland Telephone Company is a full-service telephone company that offers fiber to the home within our exchange. We offer both local and long distance, plus superb internet service with unlimited data. And we are happy to announce that fiber to the home is now available in the town of Bridgewater and will also be available in the very near future in the town of Fontenelle. There are several speed packages to choose from. If you are interested, give Julie or Vicki a call at 712-774-2221. Cumberland Telephone Company, always supporting you and always cheering you on.
You know every seed needs to be planted in correct moisture, but you only dig a few seeds in each field to find out. Precision Plantings 2020 and Smart Firmer tell you if each seed in the entire field is planted into adequate moisture. Put your eyes inside the furrow with 2020 and Smart Firmer. Visit Riggs Ag Service in Lewis to get the confidence you deserve. Call Jim Riggs today, 712-254-2408.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
0.5 KSOM, Audubon, Atlantic, Red Oak, Harlan.
Good matchup here taking place, a Riverside and a St. Albert. It was a fairly competitive game each of the last couple of seasons. And Riverside got their first win over St. Albert in a long, long time last year. Now they're leading at half 20-14 over the Falcons. Let's see what we can find for scores in other area games. I know Audubon had a comfortable lead on Boyer Valley. We'll get an update on that one here. Winterset has a 7-3 lead late in the first half. Winterset up 7-3 in their Week 2 football matchup. Audubon had a 30-7 advantage, I believe it was, at the last report. A 36-7 now. Wheeler's leading 36-7 over Boyer Valley. And AHSTW in front of Earlham, 43-12 at halftime. Coach G.G. Harris has got things going there in Avoca early on this season. They had an impressive shutout of IKM Manning last week. Coach Harris going into a matchup with Earlham this week had said, after they lost 40-7 at their place, we remember how that made us feel, and we're not about to let it happen again. They were leading 43-12 in Avoca tonight. Shenandoah has a 10-0 advantage over Nottoway Valley OM. Underwood leading Clarinda big, 35-6. Indianola 14, Glenwood nothing. Southwest Valley a 2-touchdown advantage over Sidney, 14-zip. East Mills and Lennox tied at 16 apiece. Big 8-player showdown there. And Red Oak all over West Central Valley, 32-0. So the Tigers blanked Riverside last week, and now they're up big on West Central Valley. Not quite to halftime there in that one this week.
That's going to be a fun team to watch develop. Red Oak here. A good senior class throughout the rest of the season.
7-7 tie between Carroll and Gilbert. That one going on. That's Carroll High and Gilbert 7-7. Underwood has a advantage at 35-6. We told you Underwood leading. Well, Todd, as we get ready for the second half of play here, what gives?
Well, if I'm Riverside here and I'm going to go up against St. Albert's second half, I'd be sticking on number 7. He's a playmaker here. You want to keep him in front. You're going to have to try to stop that run game that they got established early in the first half and still really had their way with it late in the second half, but they chose the air option, which was highly effective. Keep those guys in front of you. On the Riverside's offensive side, you're going to have to set the line of scrimmage. The defense for St. Albert's has been outstanding. Their front 4 have been making penetration. You're going to have to set that line if you have hopes to run the second half. And if you're unable to do that, you're going to have to go to the air. Now, for the Falcons here, they have some really good talent. I would keep playing the same game that they're playing here. Try to run up the gut. It's been highly effective for you. Try to wear out the Riverside defense the best that you can. And then on defense, I just bring the house every time. I would make them beat me through the air if I was going to.
Another score update here. Atlantic leading Kemper Catholic 15-10 at halftime. Atlantic 15, Kemper Catholic 10. Kind of an interesting connection there. Dante Hedrington had a touchdown run for the Trojans. His dad was on staff for Kemper Catholic when they won their state title. It's been about 10 years ago now. So very significant matchup in that regard going on in Atlantic tonight. Tom Robinson, Kevin Ferguson, Perry Fief entertaining you from Trojan Bowl. Cody Weaver running the camera there at WesternIowaToday.com. We're ready for the second half of this one. Been a very even game so far. And St. Albert will kick off with Sims to send it deep. Game's brought to us by Brumley Supplies, Mertz Welding, Hometown Insurance in Oakland, Minden Meat Market, also Cumberland Telephone Company, keeping you connected, and Riggs Ag Services. Transform your planter with help from Riggs Ag Services in Lewis.
Well, let's get ready for some excitement here again.
You betcha. Bodie Sims to kick off for St. Albert. He launches one high and short, and it's going to be Bell going down to a knee to catch it on the run just across the 25-yard line. Same spot. He had a little trouble with one in the first half, but this time he was able to run under it and catch it a little bit more cleanly.
And Riverside's Aiden Slias and Aiden Bell had a good first half here catching the ball. I probably haven't mentioned that enough with the good quarterback play, but you got to have good receivers. The quarterback's only as good as those receivers, and they've done a good job here first half.
Sitting here looking at the stat sheet, and Marshall's 5 for 6, and Jepson's 9 for 10, and I'm wondering how many incompletions I've missed, but they've been pretty on the money and sure-handed receivers tonight. 1st and 10. Man in motion left to right. Riverside runs it up the middle. Gordon bounces it outside left, breaks a tackle, gets a 9-yard gain. Nice running from the freshman Gordon.
That's some very good running there from Jackson Gordon. The Falcons defense had good penetration again like we've seen all night. Couple missed tackles. Jackson lowers his shoulders and gets 9.
So Riverside with a 2nd and short after the 9-yard run from Gordon. Just underway in the second half, 20-14. Bulldog advantage on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Pretty good crowd here on hand here in this Week 2 matchup. Reekin in motion from left to right. Runs straight ahead with Gordon again. Cuts it outside left again. And drags a man with him across the 45 to the 46.
And Riverside's firing off the ball a little bit better here started the second half than they did started the first. They're starting to push those guys around up front and make a little bit of a hole there for them to get through.
Gordon running low and picking up a nice gain and moved the chains up to the 46-yard line, just shy of midfield.
It's pretty good misdirection in the back. Heck, I didn't know who had it here for a while either.
Jepson's been really, that was one of the things Coach Frayne mentioned when I talked to him this week was how well Jepson ran the offense. I kind of looked at the stats, wasn't overly impressed from last week, but yes, he's very adequate at the quarterback spot, the junior first-year starter in that position. Give on the left side, not much room to run here as St. Albert is able to close the hole in a hurry. Only a yard gain, if anything.
Yeah, St. Albert's was all over that. But back to Jepson, I mean, he's been selling those fakes. It's been pretty hard to figure out where he's going to go with that ball. He's been making plays out of nothing. That's just hard to defend if you're a defensive player.
2nd and 8 for Riverside. Ball on the left hash. Under center, or out of the gun, I should say, is Jepson. Messerschmidt snaps it back to him. They run a little reverse and nowhere to go for Kyler Reek, and he's buried a loss of 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, and that was number 57 there for St. Albert's. He said, no, I'm putting you down, buddy.
Very nicely defended by the Falcons. Sawyer Sheffield, freshman defensive lineman, made the stick.
You know, and I like the idea of the misdirection in the back, but that play took a little bit too long to develop, and Falcons defense is right there.
Riverside moving the football on their first possession of the second half, but they're faced now with a 3rd and 11 after the last run lost 3 yards. Rolling right, Jepson throws
intercepted.
Picked up by Monahan.
He's
Stiff
up
arm on the run back and banged out of bounds.
Man, he read that well. Look at the speed of that. And that's some just total athleticism there by Monahan's coming up. It looked like he was open, but man, he read the eyes of Jepson and closed that quick.
An interception with 9:13 to go in the third quarter. See if that can swing the momentum in a big way for St. Albert. Monahan jumped the out route.
Watch for a quick score here.
Ran it back to the 41-yard line. St. Albert in plus territory after their first takeaway tonight. I formation. Helton wide to the right side. Wet and go wide to the left. It's going to be a give straight up the middle to Monahan. He's twisted and wedged down at the 40-yard line, gaining 1. Messerschmidt with a big bear hug for him.
Yeah, he bear hugged him and jumped right on there, put all 250 pounds on his back.
The old heavyweight wrestler able to wrestle him down to the ground after a 1-yard gain. 54 yards on 10 carries for Monahan. So if they take a shot here after the interception.
And Marshall's got the arm to make it right into the end zone if needed.
3 wide receivers wide to the right. Bush is the lone back behind Marshall under center. Monahan is the only wide out to the left side. That's the narrow side of the field. Looking left, throwing deep. Monahan, back shoulder throw, catches it, turns, runs upfield inside the 10, drug down just shy of the 5-yard line. A catch and run of 34 yards.
I like that play all the way around here by the Falcons. I mean, you got Monahan's that's oversized against, I believe that was number 1 for Riverside. And it's just straight up, hey, let's run. Let's see who's faster right now. And Monahan's won that matchup. Great throw, though. Great fade throw by Owen Marshall.
Monahan's probably the fastest back in the
quick.
state.
He's pretty quick.
In Class A football. 8:20 to go in the third quarter. And St. Albert on the verge of tying things up. They're in the Hoist Distributing Channel Seats red zone. Quick completion right side. Wettengill trying to break a tackle inside the 5, down just outside the 1-yard line, gaining 5 on the play.
That was good defense and good wrapping up tackle by Riverside there. Then good gang tackling to not let him get another yard. I mean, we're close down here to the end zone, and all of his buddies came over and helped him out.
Wettengill with the grab. 7 of 8 passing, 194 yards for Marshall. 2nd and goal for St. Albert. 7:45 to go in the third. They trail at 20-14, but for how long on the Seed Pro scoreboard? Bush, the lone back, 3 wide receivers right, 1 left. Handoff to Bush, and he stormed in the backfield, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, a couple of yards out.
There's probably 3 or 4 Riverside players there. He just, not going to take a loss. Let's just go down.
So 3rd and goal inside the 5, right near the 3-yard line, ball on the right hash.
And I'd look here again, Monahan's. If I'm the Falcons, I'm going after Monahan's. Some way to get the ball in his hands is going to be success tonight.
7 minutes to go, third quarter. 20-14.
He's quarterback right now.
Yeah, Monahan under center. Bulldogs trying to hang on to the lead. I formation. Monahan will keep it himself, running left. He's able to run by one man and lower the boom at the goal line to power it in for a 3-yard touchdown run.
He took that speed, that quickness, athleticism, and his size and just made it into the end zone, just made it happen. That offensive line, though, did a very good job with sealing. Riverside headed outside linebacker there to stop it. But, man, that was a good play.
Ties it up at 20-20 on the Seed Pros scoreboard with 6:50 to go in the third. Monahan had the interception, and then they will tack on the before and after.
Got ourselves a 1-point ball game here.
After a 3-yard touchdown run, it's PAT is good now, 21-20. as Irwin bangs it through. We'll step aside, back in 1 minute.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
You see us at the grocery store, at church, or at the homecoming game. This is Mandy from Brocker Kinds of Carns. You don't always think about your insurance coverage, but it's nice to be reminded that the people helping you to protect you are right here in your community. We can offer you great coverage and excellent customer service with competitive rates from Auto Owners Insurance. Can you say that about some online, no-name, 1-800 number insurance company? Brocker Kinds of Carns representing Auto Owners Insurance with offices in Atlantic, Anita, Walnut, Avoca, Exira, Greenfield, and Council Bluffs.
Your family in a safe, reliable vehicle. Lyman Auto, a short drive for the best service from the people you can trust.
Riverside a chance on a return here, but not going to get much out of it. Just shy of the 30 as they're brought down. That was Bell on the run back.
You know, you can kind of see a little bit of a momentum shift here from the end of the second half here into the third, and Falcons are excited. They're up, ready to go. It's going to be key here in how Riverside responds and sets the tone here going into the rest of this third quarter.
Almost all Brendan Monahan on that last possession. Had the 30-plus yard catch and run, a 3-yard touchdown on a drive that was all set up by his interception on defense.
He is fun to watch.
1st and 10 for Riverside. They've been down before. How will they bounce back here? 2 wide receivers to the right. David Moore shifts in motion to the left side. They're going to run behind him with Gordon. They've got some blockers out there, and a good stick is made on the edge after a 2-yard, maybe 3-yard carry for Gordon. An open field tackle made by St. Albert.
Yeah, it looks like John Alf here on Riverside got around the outside. Had a decent block, but the Falcons defense is very well coached and had very good pursuit across the field to just stop that play.
11 carries, 24 yards for Gordon, the freshman. 6:15 left in the third. Option right side with Jepson and Solias. Pitch out to Solias. He's going to break one tackle, but not another.
You know,
and go down for no gain.
We haven't said too much here tonight, but Monahan's, again, on defense this side. Using that speed and athleticism just tracked him down.
3rd and long for Riverside. They marked the football up to the 33-yard line, 34-yard line is where they're going to put it down.
Well, everybody here knows what's going to happen. We're going to try to air it out here, I would think. Falcons are going to just tee up and go and see what happens.
Timeout on the field. Right, halfway through the quarter.
We got an injured player down here, it looks like.
Okay, couldn't see that through the crowd of, okay, now I see the St. Albert player down getting stretched out on the sideline, so try and identify who that is. It looks like it's going to be the lineman Cale Hobbs, a 6', 205-pound senior.
And he's been doing a heck of a good job today down in the trenches, pushing hard. Been kind of an impact player, even though we might not have been mentioning his name. That line on both sides of the ball for the Falcons has been very good.
I wondered if maybe in this game they were going to take some officials' timeouts for heat. You see that from once in a while early on in the season.
Starting to cool
about
down
90,
here.
Well, this time, but reached upper 80s, low 90s earlier today. Well, we've got an injury timeout. Let's step aside. We're back in 60 seconds on KSOM and WesternIowaToday.com.
We're excited to welcome you into the new Cass Health. We've redesigned with you in mind, so you and your family feel welcomed and cared for in an environment that reflects the expert care you expect. Change is a part of life. It's how we go from good to great. And growth is a beautiful thing. One thing that will never change. The kind, helpful people behind it all, because we are neighbors caring for neighbors.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh,
Come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
Call Community Insurance in Audubon at 712-563-4422 or stop in at their new location in the Depot Building at 405 Market Street in Audubon.
3rd and long for Riverside after they'd taken a 20-14 lead into halftime. They since have fallen behind 21-20 on the Seed Pro scoreboard on Brendan Monahan's 3-yard run. 3 wide receivers left, 1 right. Jepson pressured, running off to his left side, up along the sideline, tries to spin back, heaves one dangerous out of bounds. As he was able to avoid the sack, but just has to chuck it away, and it's a punting situation here. We haven't seen very many punts tonight.
No, and he's playing hard there, trying to make something. The Falcons' defense was stout. Looks like they made some halftime adjustments there. They're not going to get deep again, and they were committed to that tonight.
Jepson was 9 of 10 passing in the first half, 183 yards. He's 0 for 2 with an interception passing in the second half.
Well, and you got Monahan's here in the backfield again. You got any chance to punt it away from him.
Monahan in the middle of the field. Gooble's over here on the near side. Aiden Bell was ready to punt it, but the officials blew it dead. Was there a timeout? I didn't see a penalty flag out there. Timeout taken by St. Albert. No, timeout was taken by Riverside. Nonetheless, a timeout here with 5:38 to go in the third quarter. 21-20 Falcon advantage on the Seed Pro scoreboard.
You know every seed needs to be planted in correct moisture, but you only dig a few seeds in each field to find out. Precision Plantings 2020 and Smart Firmer tell you if each seed in the entire field is planted into adequate moisture. Put your eyes inside the furrow with 2020 and Smart Firmer. Visit Riggs Ag Service in Lewis to get the confidence you deserve. Call Jim Riggs today, 712-254-2408.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
Goebbels with about a 9-yard run back on the return to the 49 of St. Albert. Good field position for the Falcons to start their second possession of the third quarter, and they've had the upper hand here in the third quarter so far, leading at 21-20 on the Seed Pro scoreboard.
They definitely have, and we're at the point of the game here. You did mention the heat earlier, where the conditioning that you've had through 2 days and early practice and throughout the summer now is really going to show. So we'll see who might be a little bit better condition on either side.
Marshall's under center, wide to the right side. The wide side of the field is Monahan. They've got a one-back set here. 3 wide receivers near side left, complete to Helton. Helton just catch the line of scrimmage and then get upfield as quickly as he can. The 5'6", 150-pound wide receiver takes it to the 45-yard line, gaining 6.
And St. Albert's has so many weapons there that are very quick. That was just a very quick play right up the field. Riverside tried to respond as quick as possible, but 5 yards later.
Helton's second catch of the game. It puts Marshall up to 200 yards passing, and a 2nd and 4 for the Falcons. Same set here, 3 wide receivers left. 1 right, that's Monahan to the wide side of the field. Under center is Marshall, looking right, throws deep, just a fly route to Monahan, and incomplete. No flag on the play, so Elias trying to put his hands up at the last moment as he kind of got in the route of the path of the football with Monahan, but it falls incomplete.
Those St. Albert's fans are not happy with that, but, you know, they're, again, just a nice play. Monahan's let's run and go, you know, but I guess Marshall can maybe not make every throw a completion.
8 of 10, 200 yards passing, a couple of TDs for the sophomore. He's got a lot of promise. 3rd and 4 for St. Albert, ball at the 45-yard line of Riverside. Marshall was under a little bit of pressure on that last throw, had to get rid of it maybe a little quicker than he wanted to. The give is to Monahan. Monahan picks up the first down, running hard on the right side.
I think he carried a guy there for about 2 yards.
Yeah, he ended up powering forward for that first down, gaining 6.
And again, St. Albert's is winning the line of scrimmage right now, and St. Albert's is just grinding it out on that play.
One of the things Coach Jake Driver talked about in the pregame coverage or conversation this week was we've got to get some of our other weapons involved. Monahan ran it 27 times last week. That's great, 250 yards, but if you can have him fresh for the fourth quarter and get some of these other guys to produce, which they have tonight.
Yeah, and we're seeing that speed and talent from the other players on St. Albert's.
I mean, we were late coming out of the huddle and had to burn a timeout, tried to run up to the line of scrimmage quickly, but with the play clock winding down, St. Albert uses their second timeout of the second half. 3:56 to go in the third quarter. Falcons in front, 21-20 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We're back in 1 minute.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs, and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services at 800-482-6426 or stop in anytime.
Rancho Grande in Atlantic has it all. Delicious food, great atmosphere, and a convenient location. Authentic Mexican food starts with chips and salsa, and you can add guac or queso. Enjoy everything from tacos, burritos, tamales, chimichangas, fajitas, and more in a variety of options. Leave room for dessert like bring the whole family, a date night, even a business lunch at Rancho Grande. Located West 7th Street, open 7 days a week with dine-in, carry-out, and catering available at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
800-482-6426 or stop in anytime.
First and 10 for St. Albert, 3:56 to go in the third quarter. It's going to be a run on the left side to Goobles. He's able to hop through the hole and skate forward up to the 35-yard line, picking up 6 on a quick hitter.
Yeah, and Tavin Moore there had a little touchdown-saving tackle there.
Goobles has been impressive. Coach Driver said he's battled some injuries early in the season last year and this year. Didn't play last week, and he's run now 6 times for 35 yards.
This Falcons offense is running on all cylinders right now.
Bush, the fullback, is on the sideline right now, helmet off, getting a drink. He looks like he might have gotten dinged up a little bit. I formation for St. Albert. Give on the right side to Goobles. Goobles trying to pick his way through traffic. Not really much of anything there. Maybe gains a yard. It'll be 3rd and 4.
You know, and Riverside's run defense here is starting to improve. We'll see if they can keep up with that, or if St. Albert's goes back to a little bit of Monahan's and gets some first down.
Cole Hobbs playing some more in the backfield now with Bush on the sideline for St. Albert. Luke Anderson runs in the play here for the Falcons with 2:40 to go in the third quarter. And they lead 21-20 on the Seed Pro scoreboard, trying to wear out Riverside here with a lot of time of possession advantage in the third.
There's
Quick
Monahan's.
Sling, Monahan complete, flat left side, turns up the sideline.
So fast. Oh, my Lord.
Separate from the defensive
wow.
back.
Wow.
35-yard catch and run.
I mean, that's just straight up talent, folks. You just throw it out, one-on-one, boom. Wow, that's some of the fastest speed we've seen so far this season.
It didn't necessarily look like a bad angle from the defensive back, but he was off to the races in a hurry. Monahan jets up the left sideline, 35-yard touchdown catch, his second TD reception of the game. And the third passing score from Marshall. Irwin on for the point after. Low snap, and they're going to have to abort it and throw, and it's picked off, intercepted by Riverside, so the 2-point try will be no good. 27-20 Falcons on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 2:25 to go in the third.
At Minden Meat Market and Hodges Smokehouse Catering, we're huddling up our love for feeding crowds and selling high-quality meats in a business that does it all. We're committed to providing service that's as friendly and honest as our small-town community, sourcing only the best meats and produce. You'll score big with high-quality food for all your catering and cooking plans. Minden Meat Market and Hodges Smokehouse love providing Southwest Iowa communities with food that will leave them feeling happy and satisfied. Get in the huddle with Minden Meat Market and Hodges Smokehouse Catering to score today.
For over 60 years, the family-owned Mertz Welding has been providing quality welding and fabrication in Carson. They specialize in rebuilding and remanufacturing everything from light or heavy equipment. With their variety of machines and welders, there isn't a job Mertz Welding can't handle. For more information, stop into their shop on the west end of Carson or give them a call at 712-484-3821. Mertz Welding is a proud sponsor of Riverside Athletics.
243-2203. That's 712-243-2203. 2nd Street Auto and Transmission, west of 2nd Street in Atlantic.
Sims pops up a kickoff towards the far sideline, and there's a couple of flags coming in here on Riverside as one of their special teamers put a big hit on the kicker.
That's going to be a personal foul.
Well away from the action of the play. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. It's going back 15 yards. Looks like they'll start at the 15. Unsportsmanlike foul on Riverside will give them negative field position. So really everything's going St. Albert's way here in the third quarter.
It really is, and they're dominating the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, and they got themselves a heck of a playmaker here. I don't want to take anything away from the rest of the guys, but Monahan's is having a heck of a game. And then, top it off with a quarterback that's throwing 8 for 10, 200 yards. I mean, that's a tough combo to beat.
There's no doubt about it. Monahan is the central figure in what St. Albert wants to do, and they can get it to him in a variety of ways. Throw it to him deep, throw it to him in the flat, run it at quarterback, run it out of the backfield. And he's a premier athlete making plays.
And I'm confident I could not beat him in a 40-yard dash.
I'm confident that he could run 100 yards before you could run 40. Here's a give up the middle.
Big run.
On the left side, it's going to be Gordon able to sidestep a tackler and move it ahead to the 25-yard line. Just shy of first down yardage.
That was a good, solid run there. Nice cutback. Falcons had him back probably for about a 3-yard gain. He made a nice little cut and up to 9 yards.
2nd and 1 for Riverside. Trying to stem the tide here. They're not out of the game by any means, even though the second half they have not had a lot to write home about. Solias in motion to the left side. They give it up the middle to Gordon. He's going to run into a big wave of defenders. Picks up the first down to the 30-yard line. Nice push there for a 4-yard run.
And that's a good, hard run. That offensive line there for Riverside, led there by Nathan Messersmith, had fired off the ball, created a good hole. Good hard run there by Gordon. He's going to be fun to watch here over the next few years.
Riverside's really stuck to the run, even though it was a struggle early. And that's now 13 carries for 37 yards for Gordon. 1st and 10 for Riverside. Minute 15 to go, third quarter. Bulldogs trail it by a touchdown. Give up the middle again. Gordon running hard here in the second half. He churns forward for another 6, 7, 8-yard gain. Brody, 2nd and short.
And that Brody Zimmerman for Riverside, he had a block about 9 yards down the field. I think, they might have got a little talking to over there.
I'm so glad,
extra motivation.
Glad you're here to give the linemen the love.
Well, they need it. They need it.
Zimmerman built a little bit differently than you were as a lineman, though.
He is, but he's a little quicker, too. And, he might be even tougher. I don't know.
6 foot 165 senior, but got to be scrappy, too. 2nd and 2 for Riverside. Time ticking down here in the third quarter. Gordon stonewalled at the line of scrimmage and stopped in his tracks. Ball at the 39-yard line.
The Falcons said, no more running. Not any more running.
See if Riverside wants to come to the line of scrimmage and run another play yet here before the third quarter comes to a close. They're on the field with 10 seconds to go in the frame, not necessarily approaching the line of scrimmage. And it's going to go to the fourth in a 27-20 ball game. St. Albert has the advantage, 27-20 Falcons on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Fourth quarter comes your way in 60 seconds.
Hoist Distributing in Audubon has been partnering with Southwest Iowa farmers to provide superior service and knowledge on all of their chemical, seed, and fertilizer needs. Great products are made greater through Hoist Distributing's hard work and attention to detail, promoting sustainable yields and plant growth, helping agriculture do what it does best. Grow. From chemical, seed, fertilizer to soil sampling, aerial application, crop scouting, and planting, as well as a premier precision planting dealer. Quality products and service you can trust. Hoist Distributing in Audubon, 712-563-3030.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Quality Welding and Fabrication in Carson. They specialize in rebuilding and remanufacturing everything from light or heavy equipment. With their variety of machines and welders, there isn't a job Mertz Welding can't handle. For more information, stop into their shop on the west end of Carson or give them a call at 712-484-3821. Mertz Welding is a proud sponsor of Riverside Athletics.
Playing your kind of country. 96.5 KSOM, Audubon, Atlantic, Red Oak, Harlan.
Riverside football on a 1st and 10 to start the 4th quarter. Bulldogs trail by a touchdown. Quarterback keeper Jepson. Jepson, nice little cut at the end of the run and ducks forward for a gain of 9. As a lot of defensive attention followed Jackson, the running back, and Jepson found a 9-yard keeper.
And that was a little crease there, and really good athleticism by there. He's been selling those fakes in that misdirection pretty well. I really like that play out of him.
Jepson, certainly a capable runner. They've only gone with him on a designed run 2 times tonight. The previous carry was a 14-yard touchdown. Of course, you probably want to make sure you keep him healthy, too. Right. And Riverside's got to burn a timeout here early in the 4th.
Well, we got our 4th quarter here. The Falcons had pretty much dominated that 3rd quarter here, but Riverside's still in it. This possession is going to be key for them. See if they can get back into it and make it an interesting end of this game. It's been an exciting one so far.
A 13-0 3rd quarter advantage for the visitors. Brendan Monahan had an interception. He had a 3-yard touchdown run. He had a 35-yard touchdown catch. 27-20 advantage right now for St. Albert on the Seed Pro scoreboard, but like I mentioned, late in the 3rd quarter, Riverside's down, but they're not out of it. They trailed at different points in that first half, including at 14-12 after a Monahan 44-yard touchdown catch on a slant. But the Bulldogs are a big play away from knotting this thing up.
And both teams here are going to have to dig deep here. It's going to be who's better condition, a little bit better execution here. Because like you said, it's one play for either team at this point, and both teams have been capable of that one play, big play, and a touchdown. Let's see what happens.
Cale Hobbs has returned. He was getting stretched out on the sideline earlier. They're still without Bush, so one of their defensive ends. 2nd and short. Gordon up the middle. Nice cut to the outside. Just tripped up. Big tackle is made there by the defensive back on the near side. That was John Helton with the stop.
And you can see that talent there, Jackson Gordon with his cutback. That was a good shoelace tackle there by the Falcons to stop that run. But a hard run, good vision there.
16th carry of the game for the freshman. 1st and 10 for Riverside. He's got over 50 yards on the ground and 1 touchdown. Gordon again up the middle. Still running hard. Look at him bounce it outside left, and he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Nice burst through the middle there.
You know, and I love running up the middle. Those linemen for Riverside got a little bit of fire in their bellies, and you can see them excited right there. They're firing off the ball. Let's see what they do again.
1st and 10 for Riverside. Like you said, the conditioning here in the 4th quarter started out as a warm afternoon. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, ball at the 35-yard line, left hash. St. Albert with some defenders now with their hands on their hips. Reek into the right of Jepson from the gun. The deep back is Gordon. This time he had nowhere to go.
They sniffed that out.
Blown up in the backfield. McCall was in on it. Also Hobbs into the backfield.
Yeah, there's a couple missed blocks there, Riverside, but, 3 times in a row, they got her sniffed out.
Actually, it's 56, not 55. Jaden Beckman, 5'11", 230-pound sophomore, coming up the middle on that defensive line.
Yep.
2nd and long. After Gordon, who had been really effective early in the fourth, goes for a loss of a couple on that last run.
And I think we're going to see here some Jepson magic.
3 wide receivers bunched in tight to the right. Rolling right is Jepson. Jepson looking deep down the field, throws it behind his intended target and picked off. Intercepted, and it was Wettengill who took it away.
And there was a heck of collision all involved right there. Jepson's trying to make something happen, threw across his body, threw back into the defense, and Riverside's receiver just overshot that ball by a yard, and number 8 for St. Albert's just was right there. Then a big collision afterwards.
So the interception by Wettengill stops the Riverside drive and gives St. Albert a chance to take a 2-score lead on the fourth quarter. 9:39 remaining. Falcons 27, Riverside 20 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Jepson was hot in the first half through the air. He's throwing 2 interceptions in the second half. Give up the middle to Monahan. Gets a short gain on the play. And as Todd mentioned, there's a penalty marker out there.
You know, this is really good football by both sides here. Firing off the ball and really good offensive play. Interesting play calling by both teams here to get their best players the ball. It's been a good game so far.
It's a 5-yard penalty on St. Albert. Backs them up to a 1st and 15 to start this possession. 9:37 left to go. A score on this trip would be huge for the Falcons' cause, as Riverside's been limited offensively in the second half.
Yep, they're going to make something happen here on defense if they want to stay in this game.
Monahan and Wettengill with interceptions out of some obvious passing situations for the Falcon defense. I formation, 2 wide receivers right. They give us to Monahan right side. He's bottled up. Nicely done. Contained by Kyler Reekin, the linebacker on the near side, and no gain on the play.
And that was textbook how you want to wrap up, how you want to break down by Kyler Reekin from a very good offensive player there in Monahan's. That was some good fundamental football
and
right
John
there.
Alf, the defensive end on the near side, able to get in and help out on that tackle. 2nd and 15. Monahan, 63 yards rushing on 13 attempts, but he's been huge in the passing game too. 118 yards receiving on 4 catches. Single back set here with Hobbs in the backfield. Batted down on the pass play. Jet Rose gets in there and breaks it up.
I think that's his 2nd deflection here on the game.
Trying to sling it short left, and it was Rose who knocks it down to set up 3rd and long.
Elevated. Now, this is exactly what you want to be doing if you're Riverside. But you got this threat called Monahan's on the other side, so don't take it for granted. Keep him in front of you. You know, you just got to stop him, 13 yards instead of 14.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
8:37 to go in the contest. Big play here for the Riverside defense. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And looking deep down the right
he
side.
got
hit
smacked.
As it goes incomplete.
Whoa. Wow.
And that was Jet Rose again.
Wow, he came in off of a blitz and hit him hard. Wow, is he excited.
As he should be. Jet Rose gets the quarterback pressure and the knockdown. And St. Albert will have to punt.
You know, and that play was right there. They were going to go to Monahan's again, it looked like, and just got smacked pretty hard there. Couldn't get out of the gun.
8:32 left. Riverside's going to get the football back with a chance to make a tying score in the fourth quarter. 27-20, they trail it right now on the Seed Pro scoreboard. St. Albert, a little bit of high snap through the hands of the punter. Picking it up is Anderson, boots it away from his own goal line, and it just gets a good roll here, about a 15 to 20-yard roll.
Talk about luck.
It landed near the initial first down sticks, but ends up rolling across midfield to the 49. Anderson having to scurry back and pick it up and just try and get something on it, and ended up getting a great bounce and not a bad punt all told.
You just don't need to mention the rest of that play. Just talk about the good punt.
Yeah, it goes down in the stats.
Good punt.
They're not going to see that on Varsity Bound, how they got to that point.
Right.
Riverside football, though, at the 49. Bulldogs had moved the ball in their last possession before Wettengill picked off a 3rd and long pass from Jepson.
Let's see if we see another steady dose of Gordon or if they're going to go to the air.
Elias in motion left to right. They're going to run it left side with Jepson. This time St. Albert has it pretty well contained, turning Jepson in at the hash marks. McCall on the play defensively. Jepson scurries forward for a 5-yard run.
It's a pretty good run there off of Jepson, trying to pick that up. And nice block out front by Gordon.
So 2nd and 5, ball at the 46 into St. Albert territory now. Crucial drive for the home squad. Down a touchdown, and maybe only looking at a possession or two left in the ball game. Gordon able to get past the initial surge. St. Albert player down. I believe it's the defensive lineman. That's going to be, he gets back up to his feet now. We'll see if he stays in the contest. That's Jaden Beckman. But the gain went for 2 yards. So it's up 3rd and 4.
Great big third down play here for Riverside.
19 carries, 60 yards for Gordon, the freshman running back, highly touted for Riverside. 3rd and 3 officially. Approaching the 7-minute mark to go in the ball game. 27-20, St. Albert leads Riverside, a game that's been really tight throughout on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Jepson from the gun, gives to Gordon. Good push up the middle.
He
gets
I think
low.
he got it.
He picked up the first down to the 40.
Man, that's hard running out of a
4
freshman
yards.
there. I mean, that's some hard running. He ran right up the middle, and if you notice there, the Falcons were on their back. That's awesome.
Give a lot of credit to Messerschmidt and Alf and Zimmerman, Wilson and Bell up on that front line. 1st and 10 for Riverside. 6:50 to go in the ball game. Trying to march in for the big score here late if they could do so. They trail at 27-20 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Back to either side of Jepson. He's going to keep it himself after a fake.
Wow.
He's got some.
Oh, wow, he's got
level.
the speed.
Nice
Look
burst.
at the speed.
20,
Look at the speed.
15,
Oh, my
10,
gosh.
5, touchdown.
Holy moly. Wow. He sold that fake there to Gordon, took it and said, I'm going to town, boys. Let's get 7. I guess they got to get 7. They got 6.
A big 2-point try coming up here as they draw within 1 at 27-26 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Grady Jepson, 40-yard touchdown sprint. He really put the hammer down there once he got about 15 yards downfield and accelerated into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's having a heck of a game tonight, too.
That's 58 yards and 2 scores on the ground to go along with his over 180 passing yards in the game.
Nothing fancy, just right up the gut.
2-point try for the lead for Riverside. Jepson will keep it himself right side, cuts it back, sees the lane, dives,
Whoa, we got ourselves a game here, folks.
2-point conversion puts Riverside in front, 28-27 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. 6.5 to play. We're back in 60 on KSOM and WesternIowaToday.com.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Want your back at the shop? We talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Partner with the undisputed leader in Enlist E3 soybean genetics. With exceptional yield and value, neighbor-friendly weed control, and more new elite genetics developed faster, Stein can help you maximize profits on every acre you plant. Discover yield plus experience with Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Learn more at steinseed.com. Stein has yield.
Contact Trey Bricks at 249-2503.
2836 for the best.
Grady Jepson with the go-ahead score, a 40-yarder. And the quarterback keeper on the 2-point conversion puts him in front, 28-27 on the Seed Pro scoreboard.
We got ourselves a heck of a game here.
Well, I think we said that after the first quarter when it was 0-0. We thought we were in for a defensive battle. Then there were 4 touchdowns within a 2-minute span early in the second quarter. And the second half, it had been all St. Albert up until Grady Jepson's 40-yard go-ahead run. Angled kickoff towards the near side. Fair catch is made by Luke Anderson. St. Albert will start with the ball at the 34-yard line.
I'd expect a healthy dose of Monahans here.
Monahan has run the ball 13 times in the game, 63 yards on the ground, and over 100 yards receiving. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. The first time they've trailed since it was 20-14 at half. They took the lead at 21-20, not quite midway through the third quarter. Outscored Riverside 13-zip in the third to go in front. Riverside with the touchdown and the 2-point try in the fourth to reclaim the lead at 28-27 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. 6.5 to play. Under center is Marshall. He's looking to throw under pressure by Alf. Rolls out to his right, hit hard at the sideline, and it's a sack for Brody Zimmerman.
Yep, and John Alf was right there in the back. Got picked up here by a little bit late block in. But, man, that was good defensive pressure there by Riverside. They got them on their toes right now.
6:20 remaining, 28-27. Riverside leads St. Albert on the Seed Pro scoreboard. St. Albert played in a tight game a week ago, lost 21-17 at the very end to Trainer. Riverside, this is the first tight matchup they've been in this season after falling 41-0 to what looks to be a really good Red Oak squad last week. Under center is Marshall. Gives straight up the middle to Monahan. Look at him run. Running through some people across midfield to the 48. That's a 17-yard run. Just getting ahead of steam, going straight north and south.
Man, he is fun to watch. Running downhill and hard the entire time.
He's got that track speed, and we saw it there.
And he's got some toughness. You can tell that is a tough kid there. He is not afraid to run people over.
Well, he's listed at 195 pounds. And he gets, here's a bad snap, or maybe unexpected snap. Just scurrying forward is Marshall. I don't know if everybody was on the same page there for St. Albert, but Marshall gets almost 3 yards out of it, 2 yards on the keeper.
You know, and what's important at this class of football is most of these guys are playing both sides of the ball here. So we're late into the fourth quarter. You've played 70, 60 snaps of football. We're really going to see guys dig deep here in this last 5.5 minutes.
It's looking like this ball game could be the next team to score wins it. 28-27. Riverside in front right now on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Quick flare out on the left side, complete to Monahan. Monahan makes a man miss in the open field, and it's going to be dropped at the 40-yard line. And it's going to be a 9-yard gain on the play.
You got to stick on number 7 here, folks, if you want to be in this game, if you're a Riverside fan. And if you're a Falcon, just get it to number 7.
3rd and short, 3rd and a yard. I think that'll go down as a run attempt officially. I think it was a lateral on the swing out in the flat. Monahan making the run after the catch, or after he got the football, taken up to the 40-yard line. 3rd and 1. Riverside defense a stop away from potentially preserving a victory. St. Albert has other thoughts. Quarterback sneak, and they're going to pick it up. Marshall following the big bodies on the left side, still pushing the pile, gets 4 yards.
Oh, yeah. Here's a little shout out by number 53 on the Falcons. He's excited, ready. Or 55, that is. Push him around.
That's Hobbs, who's had a good game on offense and defense. Cale Hobbs, a 6', 205-pound senior. Luke Anderson runs the play in here from the sideline. Approaching 4 minutes to go. Can St. Albert swing back in front in this seesaw battle? 28-27 Bulldogs on the Seed Pro scoreboard for now. Under center is Marshall. Monahan's wide to the right side of the field. Swing it left. It is complete to Helton. Helton's going to scurry forward for a short gain on the play. He's another guy who gets up to speed in a hurry, not nearly as big as Monahan is, but he gets 4 out of a very simple pass pattern.
Well, the clock here's going to be a factor here. We got 2 timeouts for Riverside and 1 for St. Albert's, clicking down under 3.5.
Helton with the 3rd catch of the game for him. He's got 15 yards receiving. Just over 3 to play, 28-27. Riverside in front of the Seed Pro scoreboard. They'd been outscored 13-0 in the second half until Grady Jepson's 40-yard quarterback keeper. 2nd and 6. 3 wide receivers right, 1 left. Swing it left. It's incomplete. A little bit behind Monahan. Good coverage there. Solias and Bell, the 2 agents over there, to force the incompletion.
Yep, and they're trying that quick pass. Riverside, I think, is trying to get their hands up, but Owen Marshall's made a good adjustment here to be able to get that ball threaded right through there.
A rare incompletion. I've got Marshall down 10 of 15 for 250 yards.
I'll take that any night.
Yeah, no doubt about that. He's been pretty impressive for a sophomore, and a couple of the incompletions were on batted balls at the line of scrimmage by Jet Rose defensively. 3rd and 6 for St. Albert. I formation, give up the middle. Monahan stopped in the hole. Aiden Bell comes in and stuffs it. Loss of a yard. 4th and 7.
And they sniffed that one out, and they're excited. We got 2 excited teams here. Every play is very important. These teams are battling for every inch right now.
Good matchup here in Oakland. It's coming right down to the final minutes. Big 4th down here for St. Albert. Can Riverside get a stand and run out the clock? Bulldogs lead it 28-27 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Ball at the 33-yard line, middle of the field. They need to get to the 26 to convert. 2 wide receivers right. I formation in the backfield. Timeout called. St. Albert will talk it over.
They didn't like what they saw there.
That leaves them with 1 timeout remaining.
And
2 minutes, 22 seconds left.
We haven't talked about too much here, but we got ourselves a packed stadium here tonight. Both Riverside and St. Albert. St. Albert's traveled very well out here. Short little drive out. And they're all getting a little rowdy right now, I believe.
4th and 7. Ball at the 33-yard line as they take. That was their last time out, in fact, to talk it over here ahead of the most critical play of the game upcoming.
Well, in this situation, Riverside's going to expect that ball in some capacity to go to Monahan's. However, they have a lot of other weapons. You can see that him being used as a decoy to a certain extent. It'll be really interesting to see what they do on this play call here for 7 yards that they got to get.
4th and 7, 2 minutes, 22 seconds left. Riverside trying to steal one from St. Albert. Bulldogs in front, 28-27 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. St. Albert coming off a sub-500 season, but bringing a lot of guys back, and they got big expectations for this year. Bulldog crowd on their feet.
And the volume's cranked up here, folks.
3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Under center is Marshall, who's been very accurate tonight. Back to pass, looking right. Monahan is out there. It is caught at the 15 and stays in bounds up to the 13-yard line. A 20-yard hookup and a huge connection to who else? Brendan Monahan.
Well, and that's where we thought it was going to go. And Riverside was right there. That ball was underthrown just a little bit. The athleticism of Monahan's, he pulled back from the speed that he's got, settled in, made a nice little catch low. Here we go.
It's 270 passing yards for Marshall. What a second game of his sophomore season. Well, about half of that has been to Monahan through the air. 3 wide receivers left and 1 right in the Hoist Distributing Channel Seeds red zone. Too high and incomplete, intended in the flat for Helton.
It looks like they were trying to do a little button screen right there coming back. They're having a lot of success with that just quick hike and pass right out there, taking those one-on-ones against Riverside's outer backs.
Stops the clock with 2:13 to play. They're in the Hoist Distributing Channel Seeds red zone after converting on a 4th and 7. They used the wide side of the field to their advantage. Just threw it deep to Monahan. He came back and got it to keep the Falcon offense on the field and give them a chance to erase this 1-point deficit. He's at quarterback, Monahan is. It's a sweep left side, quarterback keeper. He's going to fall forward near the 10. Gains 3 yards on the play.
Going to have to watch this clock here.
It'll be inside of 2 minutes.
It'll be about a minute 40 probably when they snap the ball. Now, Riverside's got 2 timeouts. Clock management becomes huge. Riverside cannot give up anything here late in the game here. They're in field goal range, and I do believe the Falcons have a pretty good kicker here.
This is not a goal-to-go situation. It's a 3rd and 7. Ball at the 11-yard line. A minute 30 and counting to go in the ball game. Under center is Marshall, looking right. Monahan's out there, rolls right, under pressure by Alf, throws in the threw it out of bounds. Incomplete. 4th and 7. Now you're looking at about a 29-yard field goal try. Well, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. Here comes Irwin with a minute 25 to play.
Yeah, I mean, he looked pretty good in warm-ups here, too. Don't take anything for granted. Riverside's got to get up there. They got some tall kids, get their hands up. And they got some kids with some knockdowns today. Let's see what happens here. This is an exciting one.
From the 11-yard line, it'll be a 29-yard try. Out of the hold of Monahan, and a timeout's going to be taken by Riverside. They were jumping up and down all over that far sideline trying to get the officials' attention.
Yeah, and I understand calling that timeout, trying to ice that kicker. They got minute 25 here. We'll see how this plays out here, if they get another opportunity or if they get to take it over on downs.
The ball's in the middle of the field. 29-yard attempt coming up for Irwin.
There's no wind, I don't believe, right now. Nothing of any major
still.
concern.
So minute 25 to go. Riverside in front, 28-27 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Big late drive here for the Falcons, as they've been able to get in the Hoist Distributing Channel Seeds red zone. They're now faced with a 4th and 7 from the 11-yard line. Hoist Distributing, your precision planning and channel seed dealer in Audubon. Give Chad a call, 712-304-0487. This is definitely one of those games where the winner's going to feel really, really good, and whoever comes up short, it's going to sting, but they've got a lot to be proud of, too.
Yeah, both sides here have a lot to be proud of. These young men on both sides competing hard. Fun to watch.
Irwin to try the 29-yard potential go-ahead field goal with a minute 25 left. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up. Does it have enough on it? It just does.
Oh, it's in. Oh, wow.
Good.
Wow.
By a smidge.
All right.
They go in front 30-28.
Wow, they're up by 2 with a minute 19 left. Oh, man. Falcons side just erupts with that kick, and that was a nail biter to see if it was going to make it across there.
I was pretty confident that it did barely get it, but I was waiting and waiting and waiting for the official to signal, and sure enough, it's good. And St. Albert leads it 30-28 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Riverside has only one timeout remaining, a minute 19 left in the game.
You know, both teams here, to credit both teams, this has been a very exciting game. A lot of good offensive plays on either side. So Riverside is not out of this. Now, I know they don't have a very good kicker in here, so they're going to be going all the way down trying to do it. Falcons are going to bring the heat because you only have so much time to go.
7th lead change of the night.
I'm trying to think, it's a basketball game when you have that many lead changes.
Certainly, 30-28 in favor of St. Albert right now on the Seed Pro scoreboard, thanks to the 29-yard field goal right down Broadway and just enough leg on it for Kyle Irwin. Riverside will have Aiden Bell and Jackson Gordon back to return. They stand near the 20-yard line. Bodie Sims is the kickoff man for St. Albert.
Ooh,
he sends one over towards the Riverside sideline, and out of bounds it goes. So the Bulldogs have the option to see if they want to make him re-kick.
So you're back in your classic 2-minute drill here, or well, under 2-minute drill. So your receivers, when you get out of bounds, you can be playing to that sideline if you can. If you're passing the ball, if you're running the ball, your offensive line needs to get up on that ball as quick as possible. Either spike it, call it timeout. You got one timeout to play with here, and 75 yards to go. 65.
I thought they might make him re-kick. Yeah, it'll start at the 35, so 65 yards to score. In a minute, 19 seconds. Jepson will have 2 wide receivers either way. Taven Moore is the back to his left. Jepson back to pass over the middle.
Oh,
it is incomplete. Aiden Salias, the intended target, 5 yards downfield.
Oh, no, that was dangerous. He went up to try to catch that, topped his fingers, and I think everybody on the Riverside side, they held their breath there for a second.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Minute 14 to play. 30-28, St. Albert leads on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We got a heck of a matchup here. Quick sling out on the right side, incomplete, wide of Gordon on a curl. It's 3rd and 10. The pass defense has been much better for St. Albert in the second half compared to the first. Drastically different.
Yeah, and they got a little ahead of themselves there. Riverside's getting a little excited, but that defense from St. Albert's has been stout all night, providing pressure, and we'll see.
Minute 12 to go. That play took just 2 seconds off the clock. 30-28 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. St. Albert in front. It's a run for Gordon. He's going to be collar tackled and brought down at the line of scrimmage.
He is hurt. Oh, wow.
He's brought down for no gain, and Riverside, I assume, will use their final injury time here. Minute 6 to play. We're going to step aside as they took a look at Gordon. He was twisted down. That neck was turned around and brought down awkwardly. We'll be back in 1 minute on KSOM and WesternIowaToday.com.
United Group Insurance. People you know and people you trust. Because we are local in Southwest Iowa with offices in Red Oak, Atlantic, Griswold, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents will find the perfect policy for your needs from the wide variety of carriers that we work with. We offer policies for home, auto, life, farm, health, and commercial with vast experience in both hail and crop insurance. Learn more at UnitedGroupINS.com today.
Why look for just a job when you can start a successful career now at Conductix Swampler in Harlan? They are hiring for several full-time positions like a sheet metal lead, assembly, a purchasing agent, and a commodity manager. Great pay and great benefits. Start your new career with a company that promises to keep their employees safe in an honest and caring environment. Apply for your career now at conductix.us. Conductix Swampler is hiring for several full-time positions. Apply today. Conductix Swampler at 60.
Your family in a safe, reliable vehicle. Lyman Auto, a short drive for the best service from the people you can trust.
Big completion for Riverside. It comes down to a
huge conversion.
Catch by Aiden Bell. He steps out of bounds at the 48. They move the chains. A big-time hookup.
And just so everybody knows there, Jackson Gordon got pulled off the field, but it appears that he's okay. He might be a little sore tomorrow, but he's up and walking.
So a connection over 15 yards to Aiden Bell is his fourth catch of the game. He's got 62 yards receiving. And more importantly, Riverside's still in it. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. More in motion from left to right. Rolling right is Jepson. Has 2 deep routes out there. Sidesteps a pass rusher. Now tucks and runs, but it's going to go down at midfield. Only gain 2, and the clock will run. And they may have to use their final timeout. They do with 49 seconds left to play.
Man, and he made it a little bit of yardage out of not a whole lot there. Cutting and weaving, trying to get up there, trying to make something happen here in this last few seconds of this game.
It's like he's driving to the hole in basketball. Euro stepping his way through, but you got a couple more guys on the football field and some big old mean bodies that were ready to bring him down, not try to block a shot. And carried it to the 49. They used their final timeout. 49 seconds to play. Riverside football down 30-28 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. St. Albert, how about their last possession, getting a 29-yard field goal to go ahead when they needed it most?
I mean, that's a tough position to be in. They marched all the way down, just like we kind of thought, with a little bit of Monahan's, a little bit of Marshall, and kick it right in there with Irwin.
2nd and 8 for Riverside. 49 seconds left. Ball at midfield. And they don't have any timeouts remaining. Neither team has a timeout to use. So St. Albert playing with a lot of cushion out there in the defensive backfield. Good 15 yards off the ball. Pressure on Jepson. Steps up, throws short, and complete to Elias. He's got a first down in the middle of the field. Clock will stop as they reset the chains at 40 seconds. Now they started.
Should be stopped.
Yeah, they started at about 6 seconds earlier or so. Swing left side, complete to Elias. This time he stopped short of the first down yardage. And
they
is
balled
it down or not? The ball came out. They'll rule him down. It's an 8-yard gain. Is that a? Well, no. With the forward progress, he was able to get the first down, but the clock will start at 20 seconds to go. They're at the 30-yard line. Jepson looking left. It is almost intercepted. Jump on the route there was the linebacker, Brandon McCall, excuse me.
Man, he had that. He's going to be thinking about that pick 6 all night long that he missed. Well, Jepson's showing a lot of poise here, running this offense and getting these plays off here, coming back from a 4th down. 15 seconds left.
They've got probably 2, maybe 3 shots at the end zone. 3 wide receivers right, 1 left. St. Albert pinning their ears back defensively. Rolling right is Jepson. He'll tuck it in and run. He's got some real estate.
If you're going to go.
First down and then some. Angles towards the far sideline at the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 6 seconds to play. 1, maybe 2 plays left.
Oh, my Lord. They're making this exciting.
From about the 9-yard line after a
and I don't know
nearly 20-yard scramble.
I don't know if Riverside's got a kicker or not. And right here you're looking at maybe a 25, 26-yard field goal if you had a kicker to be able to make it. There, it looks like they're going to run a play.
Riverside hoping for a late hit tacked on at the end of that one, but to no avail on the far sideline. 6 seconds left. Jepson from the gun will throw into the end zone, lofts it high. It is a jump ball. It is incomplete, and no time left on the clock.
Oh.
St. Albert holds and wins.
Oh, man, that's a heartbreaker for Riverside. But hats off here to the Falcons to play that.
See if they put time back on the clock here. Coach Frayne trying to.
It looked to me like there was one or maybe 2 seconds left.
There should be 1 second left. Nope, official says that's it.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what, though, both teams here have a lot to be proud of, and we knew it was going to come down to the last play, and one team's happy and one team's pretty mad right now.
Riverside staying on the field. Coach Frayne is hot on the far side, or really out in the middle of the field. Game is over. Officials haven't left the field, though, yet. Well, it looks like they're starting to walk off now. It's going to be the end of the ball game. St. Albert wins it 30-28. Can't say I've ever seen one quite like that.
Yeah, it's everything that we thought it was going to be and a little bit more, to be honest with you. That was good football by both teams here. A lot of improvements from 2 squads that came out with losses in the first week to come back, like you said at the beginning of the game, and biggest improvements from week 1 to week 2, and I can say we saw it here tonight.
Quite the matchup, and St. Albert wins at 30-28. The final on the Seed Pros scoreboard. We'll be back to get into the postgame next.
Ear, nose, and throat.
For farm supplies, see Brumley Supplies in Carson. General farm supplies, nuts, bolts, and just about everything you need to get whatever is broke on your farm fixed. Need a new hydraulic hose built? Brumley Supply can do that for you. Maybe you just need a couple adapters or fittings. They can handle that too. Conveniently located just outside of Carson. Give them a call at 402-680-5471 for all your farm supply needs. Brumley Supplies in Carson.
Looking for an agent that checks all the boxes? Hometown Insurance of Oakland is it. They are a full-service insurance agency that offers flexible and comprehensive insurance coverage for the best rates in the region. Offering home, auto, commercial, farm, and crop insurance, they work with numerous carriers with policies catered specifically to your needs. Contact Hometown Insurance of Oakland today at 712-482-6928. At Hometown Insurance of Oakland, your protection is their profession.
What a matchup. Riverside and St. Albert went back and forth. 7 lead changes in the game, and the Falcons have the last lead in the final lead, a 30-28 final on the Seed Pros scoreboard on Kyle Irwin's 29-yard field goal with 1:19 remaining. It capped off a back and forth second half as there was a lot of star power out there on the field in this one. Riverside had a chance to score late, couldn't quite get in, and they had hoped maybe they'd have 1 second left on the clock to run another play from just inside the 10, but the clock had expired, and St. Albert moves to 1-1 on the season. Riverside, a tough 0-2 start to the year, but this is going to be a competitive, feisty Bulldog group moving forward. 30-28 the final. Todd, your thoughts?
Well, I think first off I want to note good sportsmanship on both teams here at the end. You know, you're all amped up. One person's pretty happy, the other person's sad, and good sportsmanship. For both teams here, this was a great building game for the rest of the season. Now, St. Albert's came out on top. Close game. There's a lot of good spark in that team. There's a lot of good talent. And if I'm a Falcon, I'm feeling pretty happy and looking forward to the rest of the season. Flip side of that coin for Riverside here. They came out after last week. You might have had a little less air in the sails there with an 0-41 against Red Oak, which seems to have a pretty good squad down there. Came out here really fighting to start with and got an early lead on there and held it here in the second quarter and fought back here in the third and the fourth and took it down to the wire. There's a lot to be proud of on both of these teams, and really good football here. I mean, we've seen some good games here so far, and man, this is exciting. Thanks for having me along.
Hey, happy to have you on board. Thanks for joining us here, and we look forward to working with you more throughout the season. It's a 30-28 St. Albert victory, 30-28 the final on the Seed Pro scoreboard. St. Albert lost a game that maybe they could have won last week. Well, they pull one out in another tight one here this week. Riverside falling to 0-2 on the year. Big thanks to Bill for running the cameras at westerniowatoday.com. Thanks to Todd for joining me here in Oakland. Coming up next week, our matchup is West Harrison at Cam. Should be a fun one there in Anita. Defending state champion Cougars. We'll get our first glimpse at them in 2022. West Harrison at Cam next Friday night. Until then, I'm Bennett Blake for